Welcome back to Aaron and Elle on Kirby Drive. Today is, May 31st, 2024?
Actually, the 30th.
We're recording on the 30th, but when you hear this,
whoops.
it'll be the 31st.
Okay, yeah.
These guys here are new to the podcasting game. They don't know how time traveling works.
What's up, squad?
This is Emerie Hillegeist.
What's up?
This is Ellie's sister, and this is Emerie Hillegeist.
Ellie's youngest sister.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you guys want to say a little bit about yourselves?
My name is Evie Hillegeist. I'm Ellie's sister. And, yeah, like what? What do I say?
You play soccer.
This is true. I do play soccer.
You are like an athletic girl.
Yeah,
big into sports.
Always outside. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just can't leave the outdoors. You can never catch me inside. Like,
Yeah.
I'm different than other girls.
Yep.
I'm Emerie Hillegeist. I also have a YouTube channel, actually.
Okay, plugging right away.
I mean,
so.
we're 1 minute in.
Okay, just.
I'll tell you when it's time to plug. Okay.
Here's the ad. Anyway, I play volleyball. So okay, I do play volleyball.
Not play volleyball.
I'm getting into practicing a bit more because I'm trying to make the team for 7th grade.
You know, she's definitely trying. She's definitely putting her best effort forward.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when's the last time you practiced, actually, to be quite frank?
Actually 2 days ago in the backyard.
She's not playing volleyball. So
Anyway, I also have a 9-month-old cat named Milo.
Oh, yeah, I also have a cat. I don't know how, 9 months, I guess. So
yeah, they're the same.
Literally from the same litter.
Sorry, guys.
They're the same cat, no?
My cat, they are not the same cat?
Okay, sorry.
They are not the same cat.
That's actually kind of crazy to say.
That's actually quite wild.
Okay. Yeah, they're into sports too, apparently. Yeah, but Ellie's at the hospital doing another shift.
You know, like saving lives or whatever, like, get a job, like.
Yeah, meanwhile, we're here doing the important work of podcasting.
And someone's got to do it, like, someone's got to step up. And, like, we have to be there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so shout out to Evie and Emerie for stepping in, filling in.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Doing the dirty work.
Duty calls.
Emerie's in the back because...
I have to still find out what I'm going to do for my little internet corner, which is going to be more towards the end. I know y'all can't even wait.
She had 4 days.
Too excited for my segment.
She had like a year and a half, technically.
I had, no. Because that was not even last year. Well, it was.
When was it?
It was like, when was Grandma's birthday? Oh, it's all
well, she's already had another one since then, though, so.
A year and a half.
It was in March.
But yeah, she's been like,
no,
please.
April of last year, so I guess a bit over a year,
yeah. Yeah, she's been fiending to get on the podcast. I said, all right, Emerie, it's your time.
But I did realize that we couldn't be talking about random stuff on the internet for over an hour, so.
I mean, we definitely could.
Why not?
That's what the whole podcast is. Right?
Alrighty,
what a lot of people do for a long time.
This is true.
Y'all can hear the rain in the background.
Well, Donald Trump got convicted.
And that is Emerie's Internet Corner.
Yeah! We are not doing that.
No,
we cannot go into Eileen.
We got that.
That is Emerie's Internet Corner. Emerie, how do you feel about that? Don't answer that question. Abby. All right, so, Abby, how are you doing after the events of today?
I mean, Donald,
Not Donald.
I'm gonna miss him dearly. Mr. Trump.
Yeah, R.I.P. He's fine. He's not going to jail, girl.
Yeah.
Anyways. No, I mean about your international lover departing.
Guys, I've been going through it today, but you know, I'm here because I care. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just repressing the feelings and bottling them, I think that's like healthy and stuff. So I've been like really trying to do that. So yeah.
Yeah, for backstory.
I found out what I'm gonna do my internet corner about.
So for backstory, Evie has recently met an exchange student from Sweden.
Recently,
guys.
Recently, how long ago was it?
It was actually February.
Okay, so literally 3 months ago at the most.
Literally.
3 months ago.
I would say that's recently.
It is pretty recent.
5 minus 2.
It's pretty crazy. It feels like forever. Feels like no forever. You know? But yeah.
But he left today, huh?
Yeah. Had to see him up at the airport. First time at the airport, actually, so it was pretty cool. I was like scanning because we're going to California this summer. Y'all want to be there? What is that? Was that one where it's like going to Disney World, October 17th. Y'all want to be there? Be there. So, yeah, California, guys. Like, y'all want to pull up. Like, let me know. Like, we can work something out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. I was, like, scanning everything.
I just found a 2-hour Roblox story.
So it was cool, like, seeing him go
like,
through.
Oh my
also,
gosh.
like, devastating.
Uh-huh.
Because we were looking through, like, the window.
Mm-hmm.
And, yep. And then, well, farewell. But
Yeah.
said he got a really bad pretzel.
Okay.
It was, like, I don't know. He said it wasn't, like, that it was stale. He literally just, like,
Just tasted bad?
that it was, like, bitter and, like, tasteless. Which is, like, really unfortunate. Because I feel like I love pretzels.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the big ones.
Yeah.
So, like, what? I can demolish those.
Sounds like there are definitely like those big pretzels, like the ones you get in like America are not like universal. Like
Oh, yeah.
there's some like the fermented, I don't know, like the actual like German
Yeah.
pretzel stuff.
Yeah, I
is,
know,
like,
because I'm German. So.
very sour.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
Evie's
cool.
German and bragging about it, so
No, yeah.
red flag.
Yeah, please, at the NHS induction, they said our last name, and they said Hitlergeist.
They said
like,
Hiltergeist.
I said,
Close
like,
enough.
back to our roots. And then my mom was like, actually, I'm from Austria, so she thought she ate me up. She was like,
Aunt Marcia.
she was like, obviously you're not NHS for history or something. I was like, no! How'd you get me?
I mean, look at the audio you did.
Yeah, there's gonna be so much clipping in
Oh,
this,
yeah,
but it's
sorry.
fine. It's
Sorry.
fine,
It's already been
guys.
7
Wait, like, it'll, like,
minutes
threshold
of
out?
chit chat.
Threshold out?
Yeah.
Threshold set?
We'll fix it later.
Are
We'll
we
fix
just
it
gonna
in
be
post.
like chit chatting the whole time?
Do you have a
every-
production schedule you'd like us to stick to, or
No, like, where,
Well, I
what's
thought you were
your,
gonna
what's
stick
your
to, like,
agenda?
your-
What's your agenda?
I done that.
Yeah, we should not do it back.
Okay. Anyways.
Okay, wait. Because I thought you were gonna do it about like the football stuff.
We have some sports topics to get to,
Yeah,
but
yes.
right now we're just chatting.
I was reading through,
Oh.
and
So
we
we
might,
have, like,
we might be cooked on the
segments?
sports ones. My comments were, yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. But,
yeah.
you know.
You're not big into basketball?
You know, I was into it in, like, you know, in my prime in 6th grade or 7th grade.
Yeah, when
I
you were
was
on the
a
basketball team?
baller, actually. Yep, I can do a little, like, through the legs.
Uh-huh.
I couldn't do that on the court.
Can you still do that? You can't do it anymore?
But I can do, like, I'll go like this. Hold on, guys.
Okay.
Go like,
Speaking demonstration?
sorry, gotta move every other way. Duty calls. I was like,
You're not like that.
so I went forward and did like something a little nonchalant, and then you go like, you go here, and then you take the ball, you go like out this way. You gotta get them every time.
Okay.
Yep. And
The sham god?
yeah, and then a little layup, not some slight. I was at, oh, here, I'll move every back. I was like 4 foot.
That's not gonna work. Emerie, you gotta move yourself back. Go
Yeah,
on.
where you got
She got that.
All right, yours.
Okay.
She says she's athletic. Let's see.
All right, pal.
Yeah, prove it.
Yeah, please. When people are like, oh,
I'm
you're so
gonna
funny, say a
come a
joke.
bit
Oh, you're so funny, say a joke right now.
Yeah, you're athletic. Do 30 push-ups right now.
I
Do your whole athletic drill.
I tried to
right
do they're like a little physical, and I tried to do. They were like, okay, like you have to like,
Okay, the video I
I don't know,
found
like jump
is
up and
11
down,
minutes.
do like 10 jumping jacks,
Mm-hmm.
and then okay.
I need to know.
Dude, talk about whatever you want.
Okay,
but
well, how long do you want it to be?
I just want, we don't even have to watch anything. I just want you to talk about what you're seeing online, you know what I'm saying? You know, you're a young correspondent. You're supposed to catch
This
us
is
up on
true.
the trends.
This is true. Maybe she can fill us in on like some of her drama. Or
Okay, well,
something.
what are the trends?
Yeah, or you could just talk
All
about
of
your
them are
drama
dances.
in your life, as long as you don't get
Ooh.
too name droppy.
Yeah.
Okay, I won't get too name dropping. I'm just gonna do initials.
There is also a chance that we will cut everything you have to say to protect your privacy. So
Please, it's like she opens her mouth every time. It's just like every time she takes a breath. Yeah. Please, that's too funny. Anyway, I was
so
doing my
I'll
physical.
participate now that I'm done.
My
free.
I was doing my
Okay.
physical, and they were like, okay, like jump up and down, do 5 push-ups, or no, they do, and then go down, like squat, and then go into a push-up, and like I just like I was down. I was really confident, like chest to the ground, and go back
Yeah.
up, and I, like literally like I couldn't, like I was.
You can do one.
Yeah, I couldn't do one. I can do one where you like where you just go like this little halfsies,
Uh,
like chest to the ground. Forget
like
about
just
it.
putting your chest on the ground.
Like
with
just
your
life
worker.
alert on,
Okay.
on the ground.
I see. I get
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do a ton of push-ups right now either, but that's not what it takes to
So
be
true.
a podcaster.
So true. So true.
Even about sports, doesn't
Speak
matter.
Your,
It's
speak your
actually
truth,
so
queen.
dark outside.
Speak your truth.
And it is
Yeah.
only.
Anyway, back to the pretzels.
Yeah, back to Evie Hillegeist and her exploits.
That's what they call me. That's what they call me. No, he also said that says he's Swedish. Oh, I just name dropped.
I mean, it's fine.
Guys.
How many Josefs live in Sweden? A million,
Actually, he
bajillion.
said it's very trendy.
No, he said it was
Exactly.
like.
Yeah.
No, he said it was like.
Oh wait, so then that does mean.
So there's a million Josefs in Sweden as well.
Yeah.
No, there's not. He said it was like a not popular name. He said it was like, I don't know what to say. He said it was an immigrant name.
Indian underground.
Okay.
No, he said it was like immigrant name.
Right, yeah, because he's not. Okay,
But
we don't
it's
need to get into the
funny.
backstory of this band,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Cut this out.
All the rest of
We're
his
not cutting this out.
Yeah.
but all his the rest of his siblings are like they have like old people names. Like you know how like some people like here they'll name their kid like Larry
Mm-hmm.
or like that's like
It'll
the
work when they're
equivalent
older.
to what like his siblings are named.
Okay, like
He's-
what? Don't, never mind.
Yeah,
Don't do this.
I can't do this
Y'all
anymore.
are horrible.
But I can name drop his cat. His cat's name is William Shakespeare.
Okay.
He's so sick. He's like basically like Wolverine. Like he
Wolverine.
like there was one day where he was lost, and like they were like, oh no, it's over. Like say goodbye to William. And then they were like, you know, he was searching all night, and then the next morning they were eating their breakfast, and William goes, he's walking like scruffed up, like his arm, he's like limping,
Uh-huh.
like and like. He's like walking slowly up to the door and like just pause the door, and then like you know it's like so like X-Men, you know what I mean? Like that's like the end of like a Wolverine movie where he has like it's like the bag of like all of his stuff. He's like oh like hard day at work, like had to save all the kids. You know what I mean?
Have you seen an X-Men movie before?
I don't think that's really important. No, I actually saw Logan. And,
Okay.
Yeah.
So you saw the one where he famously dies in the end and doesn't do that at the end of the movie.
I mean, yeah. But I did watch it, so
Yeah.
I know what I'm talking about.
I mean, I was gonna say I haven't seen any of them, so
Yeah. What's the most recent movie you watched?
the most recent movie I watched, I think I watched like half of Encanto again
No,
the
period.
other day.
Okay.
We watched-
Hispanic Queen. I gotta connect to your roots.
Yeah.
Oh,
We watched Deadpool 2.
oh yeah.
That was the last full movie I watched, I think, because Elle hadn't seen it before.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Is it better than the first one?
I don't know if it's necessarily... It definitely hits a lot of the same beats as the first one, so I don't know if I would say it was better. I think Ellie liked it a lot more, because it's a lot
You
less...
think so?
Like Ryan Reynolds
Oh,
getting pegged,
yeah.
and a lot more like...
Like just Ryan Reynolds' penis, like every 5 seconds. And I don't know if I can watch it like the first one because it's
Yeah.
literally just it's like I know too many like 50-year-old men that just wear like Deadpool shirts and they're like that is my favorite movie ever. Like okay girl, like
Yeah.
just say that.
I mean, you love Tony Stark, though. Robert Downey Jr.
I mean Robert, if you're watching this, I mean
Jail time. And this is from when you were like, what, like 12?
Yeah, it was
You're
a little
like,
embarrassing.
Wow, Robert Downey Jr.
Okay, but like
is so
there's just
hot.
something about him. Like he's just like I think it's just his little like he's very like quick.
He's
and,
very
like,
rich.
And like no, Aaron, there's more to it than that.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's why he's married to Ellie because he knows
Yeah.
that nurse money goes crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is my plan, is to just sit here podcasting while she works forever.
That was a plan.
Mhm.
It was in the vows.
Yeah. We wrote it into our prenup. I have a reverse prenup to where I instantly gain access to all of her wealth immediately.
No, yeah.
So,
Wait, what was I talking about?
you're talking about how sexy you thought Robert Downey Jr. was.
Oh, of course. Could easily go on for a while. Anyway, but he's just like
He's
very
just
like
witty.
he's just very like quick and like you know like how you watch like a show and you're like this guy's literally so ugly like what the heck and then like you go to the
He's
show.
not ugly.
No, he's
just 50.
Oh, I know. He does have a wife and children, but like we can move past that. Like what?
Uh-huh.
Like yeah.
Yeah, red flag.
Oh, whoops. Always I'm not serious. I'm #locked. You know, actually got babies on a flight right now.
Uh-huh.
So.
Wow.
hopefully it's
While you're, yeah, that's crazy. As soon
we
as
might have
he,
to cut this out. We have to
as
cut this
soon
out.
as he leaves the country, it is right back to Robert Downey Jr.
No, I think he knows. Actually, no. He doesn't
You
know.
didn't tell him?
No. Oops.
Gosh.
It's gonna be a
What is
big,
wrong
gonna be a
with
big
you?
barrier in our relationship.
Yeah, you're gonna get in trouble for that one.
No, yeah.
Oh my goodness. That's pretty funny. So yeah, if you think Robert Downey Jr. is sexy, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, drop it down in the comments below why you think he's sexy. It's just like
So you thought he was even sexier in Oppenheimer then?
No, actually no.
Okay.
Now he looks like sickly and ill. You know?
That crossed the line for you.
Like it's just in the Marvel movies like what like this like he
The
looks
salt and pepper, like.
because he looks like 30. You know what I mean?
That's okay.
So it's a little bit better. Like we could kind of move past that. Like, actually, no. Like, I watched this one. You know, like those. You know, how in like Cody's videos, like he watches those. I don't know. Like, it's just like weird like couples or whatever. And there was this one where it was like this guy, and he was like easily like 60. No, probably 57. Probably approximately. Yeah. So I picked up, and then the girl was like 27. And then
yeah, that makes me want to open my mouth a little bit.
Yeah, and she was like, oh, like it was so weird. Like they were talking about like how many times they've had like sex in a week or something.
Go.
And he was like, oh, at least 40. So she's like, or no, if they wish they had sex more or something like that.
Oh yes, yeah. I think I know what you're talking about.
I tune out for 1 second.
You've been tuned out for 30 minutes.
Oh.
Check the audio. It has not even been 30 minutes.
Like, it says we've been recording for an hour and 15.
No,
easily.
What?
No.
I'm playing.
Oh.
Abby, come on, dog.
My apologies. I've been through too much today. Anyway. Yeah, and then she was like, what? Like, we literally do it all the time. And he's like, no. And she's like, well, I think your heart will stop if you don't. I'm like, oh, okay. Like,
let's relax.
Right. Yeah.
That's what she should do.
No, yeah.
Go for the kill shot.
And then get that will money, period.
Yeah, that will money. That notorious will money.
Yeah. Gotta cash out somehow.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, speaking of getting dominated, we can move into sports a little bit because that is what this podcast is about. Here's what we'll do. I'll try and get you ready for the NBA Finals because I do start. I think June 6th is the first game, no matter what. So the NBA is in a little bit of trouble because first series, the Eastern Conference Finals, they're over already.
Okay.
The Celtics beat the Pacers 4-0.
Got you.
So they finished 2 nights ago, and then the Wolves game we're watching earlier today. They're in Game 5. If the Mavericks win tonight, that series is over as well.
I see.
So there will be...
Sorry. That's crazy.
So the NBA's plan was to have, there was, a game scheduled every other night until, the finals started. Mm-hmm. If both the series had gone to 7 games, that would have been the case. But both of them are looking like they're pretty much over. So
so it's 3... What is it? 3-1? Like they're leading?
Yeah, so the Mavericks are up 3-1 right now. It's best of 7, so the first 1 to 4 wins.
Yeah.
And also the Wolves went down 3-0.
Wait, Mark Cuban doesn't own their team anymore, right?
Mark Cuban's a weird guy now. He doesn't have stake in their team, but he still is presented as an owner. I don't know what the situation is.
Maybe it's just an honorary, he's a little statue.
Yeah, I think he's just the only billionaire that anybody ever liked having around, and so they were we can't sacrifice that.
Yeah.
He's kind of the only thing that people cared about from Dallas for the last 6 years. So.
Yeah. Luka's crazy though.
Yeah, Luka's changing all of that now.
Yeah.
I mean, for the past 4 or 5 years, but yeah, he and Kyrie are gonna take them to the finals. So.
Kyrie's on the Mavericks?
Yes.
Oh wow.
He is on the Mavericks.
I'm cooked. I thought he was out.
I mean, he's been all over the place the past couple of years. He's been acting a fool across.
Is James Harden still? Where's he playing?
He's in Los Angeles with the Clippers.
Oh.
They lost. Yeah, they lost to the Mavericks, I think, the first round. So.
A little touchy.
Yeah.
James, if you're seeing this, I wish you the best.
Sincerely, I hope the strip clubs are treating you nice out there at least.
Every time I pass a strip club in Houston, I'm like, oh, James.
James Harden would have loved this place.
So we're just gonna reveal what city we live in too?
Yeah, we're very famously live in
H-Town,
Houston.
woo!
The podcast is titled On Kirby Drive because that's the road that NRG Stadium is on. So.
Hot as
I thought it was
here.
because of Kirby.
It is also because our dog is named Kirby, but Kirby's also named that because of the stadium being on that street. Yeah.
Y'all really named her after a street?
Well, the street is named after a person,
you want her on the streets.
Right?
Oh, so you think she should be homeless. Okay, yeah. Good that we're picking that up.
Yeah, me when I named my dog Martin Luther King Jr. and everybody's like, oh, you're the one to name your dog after a street? Are you serious?
Kind of ridiculous. Can you give her some respect, please?
All right. Yes, but also Kirby the video game character as well. Mm. The dog is just named Kirby.
Yeah.
But there's lots of inspirations around that. But yes, famously this podcast is based in Houston.
I'll tell you what, it's hot balls. Don't come here. Don't come here, please.
Yeah, it is getting warm, and also like we're reaping the rewards of years of global warming because it is storming like hell every single day.
I'll tell you what. But honestly, it's so nice, like kind of
It's
aesthetic.
really bipolar weather over here.
It's kind of aesthetic, so like I don't really mind. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, careful. It's like people have died in these storms.
It's like kind of calming.
Oh my goodness.
Please, because we were, I was at Joseph's house, and we were like, it was just like pouring. And it literally like rained like 3 days in a row.
Yeah.
He's like, what if it like just didn't stop raining? We're like, what are you talking? He's like literally tweaking. Like,
what if it just like flooded the earth again? Like. That's pretty good.
Pretty deep.
What if? What'd you say?
It's like, actually, I don't know what I would do. Like, if you were like, just stopped, it started raining. And like, it's like, if it started flooding, like, what would you do? Just like climb to the roof and just like hope for the best?
Yeah, I guess that's all you could do.
I mean, I guess that's all you can do.
So, I don't know. That's like one of those
What would you guys do?
That's like the thing where like they post a picture of the earth blowing up and they're like, what are you doing in the situation? It's like...
Obviously, I would grab.
I don't know, dying? What the what do you want me to do? The earth blew up, my guy. It's over.
No, yeah. You're cooked on the porch.
I would just pass away.
Honestly, yeah, if it never stopped raining, I would just kill myself, to be honest.
I got into an argument with somebody at work about this. Like, they were talking about a zombie apocalypse, and they were, like, talking about how likely they'd be to survive, what they would do to survive. I was just like, I would just end it all.
No, yeah. Because what's even...
What are you living for?
It's like, in The Last of Us, have you seen that? Wait,
I haven't seen it, no.
It's literally like they're living in these, like, what's it called? Oh my gosh. There's this, like, virus, or the fungus took over. You know what it's about, right?
Yeah, I've seen people play The Last of Us, but I haven't watched the show.
It's like this fungus that is, like, only in insects right now. But it, like, takes over their brain, and then it, like, makes them like a zombie.
They just climb to a high place and
But it's like the spores, and everything. But like watching them, like they're just like surviving, and they're just trying to like get. I don't even know. Like they're stuck in like these little like camps. And they're not allowed to leave, and it's like horrible. Yeah. And like they're just trying to like I don't even know actually.
Just survive. Just living like wild animals. Just
or like eat food.
Just live till the next day. Is your goal.
No, yeah, and like what the heck? Like I would just not want to live any day longer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If you couldn't promise me 100% that things would be back to normal within like the next calendar year.
No, yeah. Deuces.
I'm out.
Catch me later. And the guy's main character, oh my gosh. The main character, his daughter dies like immediately. So why would I even continue? You know what I mean? Like that's all he has. Like he doesn't have like any other extended family or anything. So like what the flip?
I don't know. I guess you're a little bit hardwired to survive. You might try, right? Like I think you can say that now and then.
No, definitely, yeah.
Fighting for your life at the end, but yeah, it'd be horrible.
No, yeah. I'm saying all this like now. Like I always say like, oh, I'm gonna kill myself. I would never. Like I don't think I'd do that.
Yeah, I think that'd be tough. A tough ask either way. But I don't know. Anyways, that's apocalypse talk.
Yeah.
So
I was swallowing, and then I didn't expect to laugh. And it was like, straight to the back of my throat. Let me just. Okay, girl. Like, what are your topics? What have you picked up?
So what I picked up is my...
We're not getting there yet. You have 35 minutes left to get there.
Oh, okay.
So, let's be patient. Wait for Emerie's Internet Corner. We'll play the jingle whenever we get there.
The jingle?
I need to find me a jingle.
No, you do not.
You need to figure out what... She's gonna have the jingle, and then she's like, okay, guys,
it's all about branding, guys.
Yeah, it's real.
You have to brand your segment before you find any content for it.
So true. So true.
So, I guess I'll run you down, like, the teams that are left, what, like, the narrative is behind them, and then you can kind of be like... The whole point of this podcast is really just to be like... So you can know what people are talking about whenever people around you start talking about sports. Like, you guys haven't watched a ton, like, in depth, right? Like, you're just kind of, like, casual fans, if at all. And even, like, for the NBA, I'm definitely more of a casual fan than anything. But it's definitely helpful to know, like, who the people are in general, like, what the narrative is. The Celtics... Well, the Pacers are gone, so we don't need to talk about them. RIP. The Celtics, their whole deal is they play in the Eastern Conference. So this is important knowledge for the NBA. Like, the Eastern Conference is, like, historically, like, the weaker of the conferences. So it's basically, like, split down the Mississippi River, essentially, like, the country.
Oh, yeah.
There's 15 teams in the West, 15 teams in the East.
I see.
And the playoff bracket is the top 8 teams, top 10 teams.
Because the Mississippi River is just like, when I think of America,
yeah.
I think of the Mississippi River.
You think of the Louisiana Purchase and everything to the west.
Thomas Jefferson. Who purchased that?
Yeah, that was...
Thomas?
Yeah.
Let's
yeah,
go.
you should know that. You're still in high school. You
Okay.
should not have already lost.
Who made the light bulb?
Who made the light bulb?
Yeah.
It's not Thomas Edison, I promise you that.
It is.
No, it's not.
Wait, what?
He did not invent the light bulb.
Wait, what do you mean?
He was the first one to bring a commercially viable product to market.
Sure, that's what they like you to think, actually.
Nah. What he'd like you to think is that he invented the light bulb.
Thomas is rolling in his grave.
Thomas Edison was like a sort of like almost like an Elon Musk kind of
okay,
guy.
never mind. We don't support him.
I don't know if he was not like nefarious, right? Like,
well, yeah, they were probably all like, we don't mess with that electric stuff. Like, we just want fire. You know what I mean?
I think that that was during like the part of like a lot of like industrialization in America. So this is a history time for
sorry guys
for the podcast.
Not say all this. Sports is just so boring. Like
you're ruining our main core audience. You're poisoning them against us.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that like during that time it was a lot of just like snapping up patents because people wanted the technology but they didn't really have. There was a whole lot of back and forth between Thomas Edison, Nikola Tesla, a bunch of other inventors who actually like, because Nikola Tesla is credited for like creating like alternating current, but he didn't invent that. He just again made it commercially viable. I think that both of them were just kind of like businessmen who also happen to be like inventors, which is more than I think Elon Musk can say. But you know, they actually had their hands on some type of products.
Yeah, did they fix the Cybertruck thing yet?
I don't know. I saw one the other day.
Please, have you seen? Oh, I actually saw one today on the road.
Let's go.
But have you seen like how the trunk, like it literally just like closes, like there's no sensor, so it just closes, like
just shuts automatically onto
like,
people's heads and stuff.
No, yeah.
It could. It hasn't, as far as I know.
Actually, I watched a video, and so there was one where they did like, you know how like you see those videos like they have like the window closing, they're like, will the window work? They have like a carrot, and then it like crushes the carrot, and then but they did that with the Cybertruck clean off, and then this one guy did with his finger, and he was like, like he definitely like broke his finger, like actually, yeah. So
dang, that's crazy.
On video, on Instagram Reels, Evan showed it to me. So
okay.
Evan shows me.
Evan laughs at like
some criminal
people breaking their arms.
Yeah, it's
like actually criminal.
That's
like,
very middle school boy.
Jail time.
I remember thinking that was really funny in middle school.
Makes me like
or high school guy. Whatever.
Well, he's literally.
You mean right now?
It's all the same.
Yeah.
It's all the same. Yeah, but I think that like, well, how do we even get there? Light bulbs.
Thomas.
Girl.
Anyway, we can get back to this. I want to be quiet.
Yeah. So yes, Thomas Jefferson, west of the Mississippi. Okay, I'm back.
Okay, Mississippi.
Okay. So the Celtics, I think they cleared their division. They were like 11 games clear at the top. Like the distance between the 1 and 2 seed in the East was the same as the distance between like the 1 and the 10 seed in the West. So there's a lot more competition on the Western Conference side of things. Like the Western Conference playoffs have been like going to 7 games, like battles all the way down to the wire. And I mean, Boston's lost 2 games on their way to the finals.
Kind of feel like that's like every league though, like NFL, like the what's it called?
Yeah, the NFC's actually dog water.
Yeah. And AFC's cracked and goated, so it's like.
Basically, every league that the Houston team plays in is cracked, and every.
Can you enter that and then password?
Oh my gosh.
Why? You don't have Wi-Fi?
I don't want to use their data.
Oh yes, sorry, my fault.
We don't have unlimited data.
Anyway, guys, how was y'all's day?
Yeah, so this is great podcasting, great radio. And inputting our Wi-Fi password on Emerie's phone.
It was just like 10 minutes of silence.
Hold on, let me go reset the router.
Mom made the nachos anyway.
Let's go.
Let's see them. Guys, you want to see the nachos?
We do not want to see the nachos.
I know, they'd love to see the nachos. Wait, that actually looks delectable, guys. I'm actually kind of sad I should have stayed home. That looks delectable.
They're still going to be there, I promise you.
Never know.
She made her own plate.
Okay, maybe they're out of spite then.
Yeah.
You're not going to get any nachos. But What was I even saying? I forget.
Mississippi River.
Yeah,
who
10 knows?
10 seed, and then the NFC, and then the AC.
Yeah, so the East has been pretty weak, and on top of that, the Celtics, they played the Heat in round 1 without Jimmy Butler. He was injured the entire series, although he was still tweeting about it, so he's in some hot water for that. But
oh my gosh.
But he was out. Donovan Mitchell in the Cavaliers series missed games, like, I think he missed the last 2 games of that series.
Wait, who?
Donovan Mitchell, he's a pretty good guard for the Cavaliers.
I see.
Are
the Cavaliers good again? Or they're buns?
I think they're okay. I think they would not have competed if they were in the West again, but like, I think they're fine. They are adequate. I think they were either the 4th or the 5th seed in the East, but they were probably they probably would end up like 7th or 8th in the West.
I see.
So, not anything to write home about. Not like a special team, even with all their players on there. But even then, they were missing their best player in Donovan Mitchell, and then one of their centers in Jared Allen. Who?
I think. Oh yeah. No, yeah.
You think what?
I was gonna go off topic again.
Go ahead. What is?
Every time I hear special teams, like I actually tweak out. Like I've heard way too many little middle schoolers be like,
You've heard the
special teams, special leads, our players. Like I actually have seen these funny videos.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's no way to put this into the podcast because I feel like doing that. I mean, you just played it on the mic, but.
Oh, okay, it's not worth it.
Okay.
So what's up, brother? I'm actually I'm literally gonna tweak out.
Is that how he sounds? I've never heard him speak.
Actually, me neither. Just like it's just.
I
just heard the middle schoolers.
Okay, so you're just doing like telephone.
Yeah, maybe. Okay. So maybe he's like a really great guy, and I'm just like, oh my gosh,
I'm sure. As far as I know, he's fine.
Really?
I don't know. I don't know anything about him. But like I said, like we've expressed.
I've
expressed to you that a lot of these guys who ESPN pushes very like House of Highlights is like, look who the kids are into these days.
Oh, so true.
It's
I mean, everyone loved him. I guess in the comments.
Yeah, but I mean, everybody loved like Speed. I Show Speed or whatever, and then you watch him scream at that woman in whatever Valorant or whatever, and it's like, oh, maybe he isn't like a great person.
I mean, yeah, hypothetically.
Stop lightning? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that Sketch is a little bit more low key, like because even
is
like.
That his name?
Yeah, Sketch. Even like Kai Cenat is like, I guess he's fine, but like you've heard of him before.
Yeah.
But he like.
There's too many Sigma Rizzlers.
Yeah.
Like this for me, like I can't.
I think that their whole style is just like.
Screaming
and yelling, because I think that's attractive to younger guys.
Yeah.
And I think that overlap is pretty heavy with like a lot of sports.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think that people who. Some of them are playing characters, but some people who are just naturally prone to like yelling and aggression are like, obviously they're gonna get themselves caught up in some stuff.
Yeah.
I think Kai Cenat is mostly fine. I think he's
punching the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's a little bit reckless. Like I think that thing he did in New York where he basically caused a riot because he was gonna give away like one PlayStation.
Oh really?
Just for that.
it's like what's his name? David Dobrik when he like gave away the Tesla. I wonder how he's doing actually. I don't think not well.
I don't think he's doing well. Yeah.
I watched. Who's that one guy? The old guy.
Jason Nash.
But yeah, I think this was a video I watched.
It might have been like a Danny Gonzalez video.
I think
so.
Oh, it was definitely Danny Gonzalez. Like guys, it's kind of a hot take. It's just in Danny's video.
Yeah, let me just repeat Danny's script real quick.
No, yeah, where he's like, Jason is like.
Doing the TikTok lives, just staring.
No, yeah, just like lifeless.
Yeah, just like.
And he's
money.
like trying to feed his family. And David's like, yeah, like you're gonna party tonight or something. It's like, yeah, the police are at my home.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not
like
paying my.
I have to TikTok live tonight because you decided to kill one of our friends, and now I have to.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's like allegedly, and not he did not die.
Did he kill him?
No, he didn't die.
Oh yeah.
Want to cover ourselves from lawsuits?
David.
Because our legal budget is $0. So.
We're cooked.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Got a sandwich.
Got my sandwich. Wait, no, wait.
Can I get my sandwich?
Can I have a sandwich?
Wait,
got my sandwich.
Can I get my sandwich? Got my sandwich.
Nice.
Wait, actually?
We do not need to see the video.
We do too.
We'll post it on the Instagram account later if we think it's funny.
It's not.
I know.
No, it's not.
I think it's really funny, but I also think that it's not funny enough to stop the whole podcast.
No, yeah.
So.
Pretty slow video.
What are we even talking about? I don't know. The Celtics.
Stop.
So the Celtics now they're playing the Pacers. The Pacers are only in credit to the Pacers for making it to the
Gross.
Eastern Conference Finals.
What the flip?
But they played the Bucks while Giannis missed the entire series and
Awesome.
beat them. So didn't
Isn't
beat a
he
full
correct in
strength.
going in?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's former MVP. Wasn't able to make it this year to the playoffs, so they beat a team without Giannis.
Oh wait, he's on the Bucks, right?
Mhm.
Got it.
Yeah. Then they played the Knicks, who are already missing their best forward, Julius Randle. He was out. He's been out since like January or something like that.
Such a devious name. Julius Randle.
And then
Wait, what's his name?
Julius Randle. Anyway, sorry guys.
Emerie's laughing because she thinks she should laugh. She does not know why
She did
that's
not
funny.
think that was funny. She did not think that was funny, alright.
And then they lost one of their other forwards, OG Anunoby, to he had a strained hamstring. I think he ended up trying to play in the last couple games of the series.
Mm-hmm.
That's really great audio, by the way.
Hey, let's see if we're picking that up.
Yeah, we most def are, and it's definitely drowning out everything that I'm saying.
It's like little crinkles.
Oh. And then Jalen Brunson.
Oh, I'm just opening all your tabs.
Yeah, just opening Spotify.
Wait, what the flip?
Just close regular
Boom.
Spotify.
Got
Yes.
it.
Mom just asked, what is this podcast on?
Not important
We're
right
really,
now.
we're really trying to we've gotten to half of the point.
Yeah, we're gotten to half of one of the points on the show now.
Alright.
So we don't know what this podcast is about right now.
So guys, tune in for our 4-hour podcast where we get nothing done.
Yeah, please like and subscribe, comment, rate 5 stars, and then hold all questions till the
And
end.
Emerie isn't even researching. She's just texting my mom.
I can't leave her on red. She's my mom.
Okay. Anyways,
I'd be getting in trouble if I did that. So.
yeah, that's true. You're about to get in trouble with me if you don't lock in.
Oh, no.
All right, lock in. Let's go.
All right, and then Jalen Brunson. I don't know if you saw anything about him on ESPN on any of the Instagram posts that they were making about him, but
I don't think so.
he was scoring 40 points a night. Ended up fracturing his hand in the last game, and
How did he fracture his hand?
I don't actually know. I couldn't tell you, but
Definitely tell you're a casual.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
But they ended up losing that series to the Pacers because they basically ran out of warm bodies to put on the court.
I see.
And so now the Pacers are here. One of my favorite things that happened, the Celtics had a cakewalk because they were playing injured teams too. Tyrese Halliburton, the best player on the Pacers, misses the last 2 games of the series as well, and the Celtics win 4-0. Tyrese Halliburton in his last post-game press conference after the game 4 when they were eliminated was basically just saying something I've learned this playoffs is that the healthier team usually wins. Basically being they only beat us because I was injured.
All right, pal.
But then again they played the Bucks without Giannis. The Knicks without 3 of their best players.
All right, pal. Pack it up.
So is it what he's saying probably true? Yeah, probably.
I mean, I guess. I don't know if he meant it to be. I'm sure he had good intentions, maybe.
I don't think so. I think he was upset.
Oh, sorry. My apologies.
I think the question the reporter asked him about him being missing the last 2 games or something like that. So he was somebody was how do you feel about not being available the last 2 games? And he was like, something I learned this playoffs
What
is
if
the
I
healthier
killed
team
myself?
wins.
Oh, gotcha.
So
Is your...
She's literally playing Roblox, guys. She's literally playing Bloxburg.
I'm so bored.
okay.
This is just so
because
crazy.
I can't tune in.
Guys, this is just so crazy.
I don't really know much about basketball.
Neither does Evie. Just
Yeah.
get in on it. I'm giving you background knowledge you
Kids
can
these days,
comment
they
on.
can't. They literally can't even be off their phones and just
Yeah,
connect.
for
You know what I
real.
mean? What is that thing you say?
Is it just me or are
Hang up
smartphones actually making us less connected?
Speak, preach.
That's not what I say. That's what Todd
Speak for
says
sure,
to the
though.
people at his
Oh,
sophisticated dinner party.
wait, who?
Todd
Todd?
Chavez from BoJack Horseman.
Oh, my apologies. I need to watch that.
Yeah, you need to finish that.
Yeah.
But there's this episode where he's trying to impress his parents, so he's throwing a sophisticated dinner
Wait,
party.
Todd is the one that's with the beanie?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, played by what's his name? Aaron something.
Do you listen to Smartless with Jason Bateman?
I don't know.
It's so good. You should listen to it.
I probably should.
It's got me giggling on my walk. I look like a tweaker.
Evie, don't advertise other podcasts.
Oh, sorry,
other
guys.
podcasts.
Guys, stay on this one.
You know what's a better podcast that we should listen to
Guys,
right
this is boring.
now? You guys should go listen to what Jason Bateman has to say.
Yeah.
I think he's a lot
and Will
cooler.
Arnett and Sean Hayes.
Yeah. They are. Will Arnett is probably one of my favorite actors of all
He's
time.
so funny.
All right.
And they're like
You
all
keep
besties.
you keep on advertising them.
And like I'll be on my walk, and I look like I have them like in my ear, just like always there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm like giggling to myself, like I'm in a little Disney
That's
Channel,
so
like
embarrassing. Laughing to yourself in
and
your
then looking up at the
headphones.
sky. You know what I mean? And it's like,
All right.
Jason.
oh, he's silly little goose.
That's
Anyway,
so
sorry, walking.
Yeah, so we're basically done with that. That's it. Like the Celtics are going to the finals. The narrative surrounding their team. Jason Tatum.
Jason
Tatum.
Oh,
Not Jason Bateman.
Wait, so the Celtics are the basketball team?
Yeah, Boston Celtics.
So they only made one hoop? Because it's 4-0 or what?
They've
Or
only
is that
made-
like 4 wins?
4 games to 0.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's embarrassing.
They've only
Yeah.
made one hoop.
The 4-point play by the Celtics to beat the Pacers.
Yup.
No. Yeah, that's 4 games to 0. Sorry.
Oh, wow. See, y'all, this is why.
One hoop.
Yeah, the Pacers, they blew it. I mean, they were leading 117 to 114 with 12 seconds left in game 1. Turned the ball over twice. Lost in overtime.
Mm-hmm.
I think they just straight up lost game 2 by a million. And then we're leading by double digits in games 3 and games 4. And just choked.
Blew it? No
yeah,
way.
didn't win a single game.
That's so embarrassing. I just reached for my water. Nothing.
So now they're gone. They're done for.
Well, good riddance.
Yeah.
Am I right?
So yeah, we'll see if the
Alright.
Celtics can win ring number 18. They're trying to beat the Lakers for most championships in NBA history.
Mm.
I mean, I don't really care about their historic
I literally
championships.
don't, yeah.
But, whatever. Good for them. Jason Tatum, narrative is he can't win the big one, even when he plays in the East and gets a free ride to the finals every year.
I see.
So we'll see if he gets it done this year. I don't know. Hopefully, if the Mavericks want to win, hopefully they do. I don't know. I don't like the Celtics or the Mavericks. But one of them's got to win at this point. Because I don't think the Wolves, we talk about that series now. The Timberwolves went down 3 games to nothing.
Mm.
No team in the history of the NBA has ever come back from that.
Oh, wow.
So they
In
did
the
win.
history?
Yeah, ever.
Wow. Wait, on the Celtics when they were like in their prime with Kyrie Irving and everything? Wait, who was the other person that was there?
And Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown have been there for like
Okay.
4 years, 5 years together.
That's when they were cracking good.
Yeah, they've been pretty good. They've been at the top of the East for a while.
Yeah.
Kyrie was there and it was kind of a train wreck.
Yeah.
They got bad blood.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, all the, like, in the team, like, bad chemistry.
I think Kyrie came back when he was playing with the Nets and, stomped on their logo, in the middle.
Actually?
They stomped on Lucky the Leprechaun, so...
Not lucky!
So there's beef there. Celtics fans do not like Kyrie Irving.
Wow. Well, honestly, I don't either. He's kind of a silly little
Yeah.
goofball.
Wasn't he on the Celtics at one point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was on the Celtics. Did not end well for him there.
Yeah, more
Wait, what
like...
even happened?
All my basketball knowledge is from, 2017. Wait, guys,
What even happened with him, though? Why did he leave?
I think they just I think he was injured a lot more than they thought he probably should have been.
It's kind of like Russell Westbrook. Westbrook for the Rockets, right?
Yeah, I think he just wasn't the city of Boston's a tough place to play. They're very, racism aside, which is not good. Makes it 10 times harder to play there, but
Wait, where?
in Boston.
Prevalent for their racism?
Oh yeah, people, especially in the MLB, people who play at a Fenway would be people are calling me the N-word while I'm going about my business on game day.
Crazy.
So, yeah, not a great place to play. But
oh my gosh, I have a little hangnail.
Awesome.
I'm gonna kill myself.
But I think they're also really they expect to
keep
win.
on saying you're gonna kill yourself. That's not.
Please, guys, we were in the car one time, and I was like, I'm just gonna kill myself. And everybody's like, okay, then just do it then. Okay, wow.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
I'm so generous, guys.
Because she meant it too.
I did.
No, yeah, she was locked in, straight face, she was.
Well, I was mad because she was hating on a song that I liked.
Appropriate response.
Yeah, obviously. So, I totally understand, I get it.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
I don't really like that song. Kill yourself.
Oh,
No, guys, you don't understand. Your Honor. She said she didn't like a song that I liked.
Excused.
You're let up. Yeah.
Pardoned.
If Donald Trump would have just said that today, you
All
would have been.
right. All right.
Wrap it
All right.
up.
Full circle.
Your Honor.
Okay.
For all 34.
She said I didn't like a song that I liked.
Okay.
All right. Why didn't you just say
Period,
so,
like,
fam?
what?
What?
Yeah.
We just wasted all our time whenever you were innocent the whole time. My fault.
We said it 34 times.
Yeah.
34 is just such a funny number for
Funny number.
like
Mm-hmm.
crimes. Like what? I can't even think of 34
That's
crimes.
Granddaddy's number, bro.
Wait, what?
That's Granddaddy's
Oh
number.
yeah.
When he played baseball, football, or just
Football.
Football, yeah.
okay, cool.
That's like Evan's favorite number now. He
I
like changed
see.
it ever since he.
I see.
Yeah.
So,
Evan is their brother, by the way.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
just some
That's
random
one of
guy, Evan. Yeah, Evie's twin brother.
Yep.
They look exactly the same.
No,
like
they don't.
identical.
Or identical twins
Some people
with
say it all the
different
time.
genders.
Wait, so you're all identical? Yes.
Yes,
How'd you know?
dog. That's
Yes.
exactly how genetics
No,
works.
yeah. Oh, they'll be like, Evie, you know where Evan is? Yeah, let me just contact him real quick. Like, like I always just have a little ping on him.
Yeah.
Like, okay,
people-
yeah.
where is Evan, by the
Let
way?
me call one up. Yep, approximately 35 degrees north.
Yeah. Yeah, we have one set of coordinates only.
Yeah.
He has the other set for you, but not.
Oh, yeah, what is it? 35 degrees north, 8 degrees east.
Yeah, you need a latitude and a longitude, by the way.
Oh,
he's somewhere on the
roughly
equator.
in this area. Yeah.
Not even area, just around this
yeah.
band of the earth.
You'll find him.
Just walk a line around this longitude or latitude line, you'll find him
I wish
eventually.
we should walk on the equator. It's like a good walk. Little saunter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
over the ocean.
Yeah. Let's swim it. You think they have a little line?
Some places, I'm sure they do.
Yeah, I think they do.
Just kind of like how they have like the 4-state line in
Oh.
Colorado, Utah, all those places
Yeah,
that meet
that's
out
The
there.
little like sign. Like
The
logo.
four
Mhm.
little places.
Yeah. What was I even saying?
Good question.
We were talking about the Wolves, Timberwolves, the Timberwolves and Mavericks series a little bit. I don't know what's going on. The Mavericks are beating the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves felt like they had arrived. Anthony Edwards is like a 22-year-old guy on their team.
22.
He's very good. I think he's been struggling a little bit this series, but he's very outspoken. He looks kind of like Michael Jordan, so people are saying that he's Michael Jordan's like secret son.
Alright. Pack it up.
Yeah, mostly just because he can dunk and he's talking
That's
a lot of
cute
trash.
to be racist. You know what I mean? Like, just can we recognize that?
I mean, he does look a lot like him.
Oh, well.
Like, I wouldn't say like Tyrese
Oh, so
Halliburton
now you
looks like
too.
Michael Jordan.
You're just talking about yourself. Like, yeah, some people do say that.
Some people say that. I mean, are you cool with that, or
Yeah.
what is your opinion on?
Yeah. What are you picking that up from? Like, do you agree?
Oh my goodness. Yeah,
Wait,
no.
Let me look him up. What's his name?
Anthony Edwards.
Okay, you can keep talking.
You could probably just find like Anthony Edwards. You can just type in Anthony Edwards, Michael Jordan. I'm sure there's that split down the middle where you can see their faces next to each other.
Yeah.
It is pretty.
No, you're racist.
Pretty remarkable.
I'm looking at a picture right now.
You're looking at a picture of some random white guy.
Guys, that's him. Aaron's racist.
There's no way that focused on there, but hopefully it didn't. Otherwise, it might be broken forever.
Boom.
Yeah, you just hear me say you're gonna break the focus on the camera,
Oh
and then you're like,
oh
let me
my,
just
guys, lock in.
lock in.
Lock in.
Hopefully, who
Okay.
cares?
Wait, let me check. You keep talking.
Just look up Anthony Edwards.
I already did.
And
Wait.
Anthony Edwards, Michael Jordan. You'll get the split photo.
He does look like Michael Jordan. Yeah. Just like he looks like he looks like his son.
Yeah.
Or like a descent, like one of his brothers. Okay, let's focus.
Okay.
One of his yeah, like one of his brother's sons. So what was that?
So his nephew?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So one of his. What is it
Oh
called?
my God.
His brother's son. What is that? Oh.
Is there a name for that? We should make something up.
Yeah, we should really invent a term for that.
Yeah.
No, jail time.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that there have been some like Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving have been going back and forth. Kyrie Irving has really surprised me this year. He's been like much more. I don't know. People seem to like him now, which I'm not gonna stop you from liking Kyrie Irving. Some of the things that he says, like he has said in the past, I'm like, you're very weird, and I don't know if I like anything that you have to say.
Yeah, I don't really follow him.
Well, he missed like half of his games when he was playing in Brooklyn,
yeah.
I think, for
He didn't
not
show up to anything. But that's
not
a
being vaccinated.
common theme with. Wait, didn't James Harden not show up to anything? Oh no, that was Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, that was Deshaun Watson because he was suspended for criminal activity. Sorry, not criminal. just...
No, let him know. Criminal activity.
Yeah, it should have been ruled criminal activity, but it was not technically criminal activity. He was just found, like, monetarily liable.
He just said, sorry, guys.
Yeah, my fault. I'll give you a bunch of money.
My fix.
Yeah, whatever. Jail time. I'm so happy. Cleveland sucks, by the way. But anyways, we'll talk about that in August.
Uh-oh.
What was I saying? Yeah, but Luka Doncic, there was one moment in Game 2. The Wolves are winning. I think they were in Minnesota because the Wolves are the higher seed. That might not even be true. I think it is. But Rudy Gobert is like a center for the Wolves. He won Defensive Player of the Year this year for the 4th time in his career. I think he's tied for he's up there in the most all-time Defensive Player of the Year awards.
Gotcha.
But he's also a center. He's guarding Luka Doncic. They're up by 2.
Insane.
And there's an angle from the stands of fans recording, and that you can hear no. Luka Doncic.
There's tears in their eyes.
Yeah, dancing around him, hits the game-winning 3 over him.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, and it's just all the fans. It's
He's
so
insane.
funny to be no.
They're on their knees.
Just know you're cooked before it even happens.
No, because literally, actually, he's insane.
Yeah, he's been going
Where's
crazy.
he from?
Serbia, same as Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, he's so funny. His racing horse. He does not want to play basketball. He thinks it's an office job, like accounting.
Yeah, he treats it the same way I do when I go to work.
No, yeah.
Another day, another dollar.
Please. The press conferences are too funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what the narrative in the Maverick, if the Mavericks are to win. I don't know what the score is of that game right now. I think it's happening as we speak. The Mavericks are winning whenever we left it, so.
Yeah.
It's probably over no matter what, even if it goes to 6 or 7 games.
You think so?
Again, nobody's ever come back from down 3-0.
You never
Only
know.
13 teams ever come back from down 3-1. So,
oh, really?
Yeah. So.
Is it 3-0?
It was 3-0 before Game 5. Or before Game 4.
So this is their comeback?
Yeah, so they just have to win 3 more games in a row.
Easy.
Yeah, it's so easy. Nobody's ever done it before.
Light work.
So, if the Mavericks go, I think it'd be interesting to see the history of Kyrie Irving versus the Celtics.
Oh yeah.
Because they do have beef.
You think he would stomp on Lucky?
I think it'd be really funny if he did.
Or just sit on Lucky, or.
I think he's past that right now. Maybe not.
Wouldn't put it past him.
The leprechaun.
Yeah, the leprechaun logo in the middle of the court.
Leprechaun.
Yeah, it's
He stomped on it.
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
It is disrespectful, but it's also so goofy to be don't step on a leprechaun. It is a little bit silly if you think about it for too long. But
he was watch this. I'm gonna go step on Lucky.
Yeah.
This is gonna ruin him.
I'm gonna step on this leprechaun holding a basketball.
Yeah. Devastating.
It's gonna show them.
Yeah.
All of Boston is just speechless, out of commit. No, devastated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In
it's the Boston Marathon and then Kyrie Irving.
Watching in despair. Watching in despair.
Yeah, they couldn't do anything but watch. It's just horrible.
Oh yeah.
So
it was so horrifying.
It would be funny if you showed up
forever down in Boston history.
and just started dancing on it or something.
Little Irish dance.
That would be diabolical.
Yeah,
that would actually be quite.
It's so sick. But also so corny.
Quite goofy.
You know what I mean? They look so goofy when they dance.
Okay, we're sorry to Ireland. We're sorry to the country of Ireland.
Guys, pick it up.
Yeah, aren't you also English?
I'm German.
Okay.
And English, right?
No,
Or no?
I don't think so.
Emery's leaving.
American. Please, Emerie.
Please do not start Irish dancing, by the
Emerie made
way.
a video.
I'm not going to Irish dance.
Okay.
I'm into the comfortable shit.
Emerie made a video where she's we were talking, she brought one of her Hispanic friends to church, and she was like, I'm literally German. I'm not white. I'm literally German.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I have to put white on my forms a lot of the time, so you have to put white on yours. I'm sorry.
So true.
That's just the way.
Yeah, why is there not an option for German?
Yeah. All right, easy. Why isn't German on here 1, 2 at the top? Why is it not?
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
Why is it not German and other? Answer me that.
Riddle me this. Yeah.
Riddle me this.
Speaking of that, I was driving home today on the freeway. I saw 2 of the craziest cars back to back.
Was it a little Rizzler?
I saw.
All right.
I saw a car that had a full Joker and Harley Quinn wrap with "Why So Serious" on the side.
Oh wow.
throw up in my mouth. It was I was cringing so hard as I drove past.
I just can't imagine like taking it to the shop and being like, no, this is what I want. Like, this is the picture. You have to get that massive, that full thing. Like, sir, this is gonna be $2,000. Hey, no.
At least.
I need Joker and Harley Quinn on my car, please.
Yeah, it's the same way I feel about bumper stickers, where it's like you want to be that person.
Yeah.
All day, every day.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like you like, I don't know. Like that's like such a big commitment. You know what I mean?
Unless you have like a separate car for like recreation. Like you just drive it. On like the weekends or something. Like I kind of get it.
Okay.
Some people have stuff like that. Like really rich people have like weekend drivers.
Oh.
No, like fancy sports cars or like
really never heard that.
Classic cars where they're like if they want to go driving up the coast or something.
I see.
It's like it's a hobby thing. Like people who really like driving in cars will be like, let me get like a nice like Sunday driver like
a nice like Joker Harley Quinn.
Yeah, just something to like take to a car show every once in a while.
Okay, no, yeah. Maybe that's what he was thinking. Like he's like, I'm gonna take this out today.
But it's also like 6:30 on like a Thursday in the middle of Houston traffic. I don't know if he was like.
I don't know what inspired him. I don't think I love anything that much. Put it on there.
No, I couldn't even. They gave me like college decals to put on my car.
Yeah.
I was like, no, thank you.
It's too much.
It's just like, well, like you have to be that person. You have to like go to Kroger, and like be the guy with the Joker car, and like go to your doctor and be the guy with the Joker car, and like go to work and be the guy with the Joker car.
Okay, but I would never be the guy with the Joker car. You could never catch me.
And then the car in front of them had a bunch of Star Wars bumper stickers on the back of it. One of them was Yoda I am. Or like something like I don't even know how you would Yodify this. Basically like I don't care that you're offended. But like in that like
in a Yoda form?
Like care not I do that offended you are or whatever, something like that.
And I was like,
what is wrong?
My dad is so funny. If you see something like remotely funny on like a bumper sticker, he'll be like, he'll get his phone and take a picture.
Sometimes I do that, but it has to be like...
Do you really?
Not like...
But it has to be like super
It has to be like,
ironically?
like American flags flying out and skulls and like the Blue Lives Matter flag over across inside a skull, inside the American flag, inside of an eagle, inside of an AR-15. Like that's...
They might live in America.
That's whenever I pull my phone and I'm like, dang, that's pretty crazy. Show that to Ellie later, but like, if it's just like a...
Yeah.
If you can read this, you're too close. I'm like...
Yeah. Please, cause
then I just ruined them.
Please, because me and Evan were driving home from school.
Evan and I.
Alright, pal.
Alright. Emerie Hillegeist.
And then we got the bumper sticker was like, the closer you get, the slower I'll go. And so Evan got like really, really close. And like the light turned green, and he went like at least 0.2 miles per hour, and then was like, he wasn't joking.
Oh my goodness, that's where you hit the horn and just...
No, yeah, light's not getting any greener. Losing daylight.
Oh my gosh, I love that so much. One day I'll do that.
We did that to Evan. And like he didn't get it. He just thought we were being like
just being rude.
Yeah,
like as soon as the light turns green, you
like,
sang the horn.
With the flag.
That is one of my favorite videos ever.
So
just
funny.
As soon as the light turns green, you just... Light's not getting any greener, buddy.
So true. So true.
I mean, it's real.
Wait, did you actually do that? Where like the light comes green and you're like...
Yeah, we did it to Evan, but he did not. He was like, why are they honking at us? It's like 3 brain cells.
Yeah. Man, well.
That's
the NBA Finals setup for you. We'll see if the Jason Tatum can finally get it done, or if the Mavericks somehow make it through the gauntlet of the Western Conference playoffs and win a championship. Kyrie destroys his old team.
Maybe. Will he sit on Lucky?
I hope so. I hope he pulls his pants down and poops on it. Honestly, I hope he defiles it, pees on it,
that'd be like it's just like a good he's there for 10 minutes.
Yeah, he's just he just sets up a curtain around him, and then he just gets into whatever he's gonna do.
No, yeah.
And then he pulls it down, and they're just what is going on?
You think he has a little in his notes? He's he adds things when he goes back.
A step-by-step thing.
No, yeah.
Game 1, I'm doing this. Game 2, I'm doing this.
It's like Christmas, on the 12th.
He has an advent calendar.
Yeah. That's too funny.
Yeah, that's a good idea. If you're listening, Kyrie.
Kyrie, let us know,
try that.
Give us the credit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe don't. Well, hey, it's good for numbers, so do it.
Period.
So that's the NBA. We'll talk more whenever the finals actually start in a week. I think we'll have another episode before they officially start, so we can talk about it more then. We actually have some baseball news to cover because they're doing something over there. Finally.
About time.
Yeah. First of all, the Astros are not back anymore.
No, they're back.
They're no longer back.
What a flip. They were just back a week ago.
Jose Abreu is back up, and he is stinking up the place again.
So, wow.
Yeah.
Wait, who's that? Is this a player?
Jose Abreu, he was like an all-star player for the White Sox for a long time.
Oh, I see.
When Yuli Gurriel left the Astros, like 2 years ago.
Now the energy is not there anymore. Who's our first baseman now?
Right now, I think it's Jose Abreu. John Singleton's been playing a lot while he's been gone. But basically, like, Jose Abreu was an all-star player. Mm-hmm. The Astros went out and paid him big money to replace Yuli Gurriel. He proceeded to be, like, the worst hitter in baseball for a full year. He kind of picked it up in the playoffs a little bit. Mm-hmm. Obviously, it didn't end up working out. Like, they lost Game 7 of the ALCS to the Rangers. Which, by the way, the Rangers won the World Series. The Mavericks could win the NBA Finals. The Dallas Stars are currently in the conference finals for the NHL playoffs.
Year for Dallas.
And the Cowboys lost by like 1 million to the Packers in the playoffs.
Really says a lot.
Yeah.
Really says a lot.
I think it's very funny.
What is it? Speaks something.
Speaks volumes?
Yes. Every time.
Do you have like dementia?
No, like actually I think it's setting in. Because literally every time I'm like, no, it speaks numbers.
Yeah.
What numbers are we speaking?
What did you say? You said she's reaping the benefits or whatever.
The rewards. It was close. No benefit. Wait, yeah. No.
Yeah, rewards is the right one.
Saying. Okay, now
you said she's reaping the benefits.
Reaping the benefits.
She's reaping the good things. She's collecting the good things of her situation.
Yep.
Como se dice?
Every time I'm so confident too. I think I got the idioms down, and unfortunately, still.
Unbelievable.
My grandma sayings will get up there and trust.
Yeah.
I actually learned a new one the other day. Ready?
Okay.
You gotta break a few eggs to make an omelet. Ever think about that?
No, because I've never made an omelet before.
Not a chef?
No.
It's actually really hard. So.
Yeah, I bet it is.
Really.
Dahlia is going ham on the chair back there for some reason. I don't know what her obsession is. She's losing her mind.
Yeah.
She's just getting... She gets like that whenever we record. I don't know why.
Maybe she's nervous.
Yeah, maybe she's really
She's trying to show off. Like,
for real.
Let her
She's sniffing the whiteboard that I bought for YouTube videos and haven't changed since week 17 last year.
Oh, wow. Shows how locked in you were.
Yeah, I was very locked in on the creative process. Well, whenever week 18 started, nothing really mattered besides like Texans beating the Colts, which they did. So, yeah, if you live in Indianapolis, suck my balls. That's fair and warranted.
I think so,
have you know that.
Yeah.
What was I saying? Yeah, but Jose Abreu was terrible. Did okay in the playoffs. Fell short. This year, people were saying, "Oh, he looks really good in training camp. It's pretty good."
Not for long.
Starts being terrible again. They finally sent him down. They were very insistent on having him in the lineup every single day because they paid a lot of money for him. And they made a big deal about signing him.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
The guy, he like does his like beard in a knot.
Yeah.
So he got sent down to like the minors for a month. I mean, they told him they were sending him down indefinitely until he was going to be better, like good enough to come back. Let him reset, because I mean, I'm sure it's hard for him anyway. But
he's just like, ever think about like what he's going through? Like, everyone has their own battles. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fine. But it's not my problem at this point. He came back like 3 days ago, I think, before the Mariners series that they're playing in right now. If they had beaten the Mariners in all three of those games, they'd be, I think, 1 game back from the division, despite starting like 10 and 19 or something like that. So they would have like made a miraculous comeback, basically, all the way back to the top of the division. They lost the first 2 games already. They sent down Joey Loperfido, who was like their top prospect in the minor leagues. He came up whenever Abreu went down. He was supposed to play first base, but he hadn't gotten any work at first base in the minors yet. So they played him in the outfield, DH'd him, let John Singleton play first base.
John is going crazy, right?
He is going crazy.
Yeah.
He's cracked.
Correct.
It's about time. It's been like 10 years since he got drafted.
He's just getting the hang of it.
Yeah, good
How old
for
is
him.
he? He's like 30?
30-something, yeah. He left baseball for a little bit and came back, so good for him.
He had like a little meditation retreat.
Yeah, I don't know if he was just really struggling or if he had some other off-the-field issues, but he's back now and he's playing well, and Joey Lopapito was playing okay. But then they brought Jose Abreu back this week. He wasn't really playing much better in the Florida League. They just felt like, I don't know, a month is enough time.
I see.
Which, like, you felt kind of like the vibe switch whenever he left. Of like, okay, like, now we're going to go. We're going to go on a run. They won, like, 9 of 14 games, leading it up to basically, like, the Seattle series. Now they've lost 2 in a row. I don't know when they play today, but probably later since they're playing in Seattle, I think. But now the wheels are kind of falling off a little bit.
I see.
Could just be like a temporary setback, but the Mariners are not good.
Yeah.
If you want to win the division, let alone compete in the playoffs, like if you're not going to compete, what's the point? We should be beating them. At least take 1 game from them, so hopefully they can win tonight. Yeah. But I think that Jose Abreu is really like... I don't think that it's anything that even he's doing. Like, sometimes you just don't have it anymore.
Yeah, maybe.
And that's fine.
What's his name?
Jose Abreu.
No. Sorry, I'm thinking of someone else. I'm just saying, like, you have to connect it up. Sorry, wait. What's his name? Pujols.
What's his name?
Albert.
Okay.
Albert Pujols.
Uh-huh.
He just doesn't have it anymore. He's just not cracking good.
He's not playing anymore.
Yeah, that's why he retired.
I think he actually was pretty decent up until the end. Yeah, I think you're thinking of a guy who played for the Astros and brought all that sign stealing stuff
Oh, what's his name? Carlos Beltran?
Carlos Beltran, yeah. Yeah.
Fart.
Yeah, it's not really his fault if he doesn't have it anymore. Like, he was signed to the contract that he's on.
He played great when he was good.
Yeah, and then he got a big contract for that, which is fine. But I think a lot of the issues at the top of the Astros organization is, like, I think Jeff Bagwell and, like, Reggie Jackson, a couple other guys are, like, all at the table making decisions. It feels like Dana Brown, their GM, and then, like, especially, like, Carlos Espada, or what's his name? Is it Carlos? It's not Carlos.
I don't think it is Carlos. It's like, no.
Exactly. I don't even know what his name is because he doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Like, he's not making any calls.
Yeah.
It's not on him. Like, I don't think he made the call to bring Jose Abreu back up.
Yeah.
He's just a puppet for whatever.
The coach, the general manager.
The manager, like the coach.
Yeah, I forgot we even had a coach. So.
Yeah, it doesn't. He was I think it's Alex Espada, but maybe. Who cares?
Yeah, no.
Doesn't matter. He'll be gone in a year anyway.
Loser.
He was a bench coach last year, and now he's.
You can tell. Tell you what.
He needs to go back to the bench.
Oh.
So I think it's kind of fallen apart because I think that there's a lot of. I don't know what it is about organizations in Houston because the Texans were like this a couple years ago, where like Bill O'Brien.
Oh yeah.
Kind of seized control of everything. He was the GM and the head coach.
Yeah.
And then he had like Jack Easterby, who was just like a pastor, a local area pastor, just like helping him make team decisions and stuff like that. No football experience whatsoever. It was just like, I think DeAndre Hopkins brings women around too much. You should trade him. And then like Bill O'Brien was like, yeah, I don't really like.
Don't mess with him like that.
Yeah, I don't really like. Maybe dog whistle. Like, I don't really like black people that much, so we'll send him out. You know, trading for like David Johnson. They traded DeAndre Hopkins for like David Johnson.
Yeah.
He's a running back.
No.
He was a running back. He's retired now.
Is he good?
He was, again, really good.
Okay.
Until about like a year before.
Oh.
He got traded to the Texans.
We just keep catching him.
Yeah, it's pretty like they're pretty comparable, like Jose Abreu and David Johnson. The sign of the times, and where you give up, like, you lose like one of the guys that made your team special. You replace him with someone who was good at one point but is no longer at that level.
Okay.
And it's because you have a lot of different people at the table talking, making decisions.
Girl.
And then you also, because of that, have nobody to take like accountability for stuff like this.
I see.
So, I don't know. I think it's a mess. I think it's probably over for the Astros.
Oh.
Unfortunate.
I
mean, you go to the LCS, 7, 8 years in a row?
I know. So that was good. I knew it had to end sometime. Yeah. You know what's it called? What did Andy say? Wish I knew you were.
Wish there was a way to tell you were in the good times before you left them or whatever.
So true. But I knew I was in the good times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. Just, times change.
So real.
Wish we could have got a couple more over those random NL teams that got really hot. Like the Nationals and the...
Oh, yeah.
The Braves, who just were not great teams. They just kind of, caught fire at the right time.
Going insane, yeah. Which, I don't know, you can't really prepare for that.
Yeah. It
stinks though, because you're, consistent all year. And then some people that just literally come in.
Yeah.
The last 2 months, bruh, no way.
Yeah, it's tough.
I'm craving pizza rolls.
Yeah, Emerie, so have you figured out what your segment is yet? What are we going to talk about?
Mine.
Okay, cool. We're almost there.
Wait, check the audio real quick.
Yesterday's gone.
Okay, we got one more thing to talk about that I want to ask you about. First of all, the thing we meant to bring up, Ronald Acuna Jr. out for the season with a torn ACL.
Okay, yeah.
That really sucks. That's very, he missed their World Series run with an injury, and I think his other ACL.
Bro, that's so foul.
And so he didn't really get a chance.
Did he play on the Braves?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's still on the Braves.
Okay, yeah.
I think he made a post on Instagram basically saying I'm sorry to the fans, which is really sad. I don't think you need to apologize.
No, yeah, that's rough.
But you just weren't there for the World Series, and they ended up winning.
No.
But now again, you miss a full season. It really does suck.
Yeah, that does. Well, at least he's not whatever. I mean, he's sincere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel for the guy because I don't think he's ever been there are a lot of bad people playing Major League sports.
What?
But I don't think he's one of them. I think he just genuinely wants to play the game.
Yeah.
And it sucks he has to miss another year for that. But
it does stink.
Yeah, Angel Hernandez retired. I don't know if you've seen that.
Bless up, I didn't see that. Oh darn. It's really gonna be. We need to cut out a good 10 minutes. So just us crying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're gonna take a moment of silence for 10 minutes.
It could be a good 5 seconds, right?
I don't know if I can wait that long, but yeah, he's gone. He's cooked.
No, wow, so sad.
But he has left a legacy.
This is true. He's so bad. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
That's what and we were reading this biology thing, and there's this guy before Charles Darwin, and he's literally written down in the textbook because he made this stupid thing where he's like, oh, giraffes can make their necks longer. Just because, they think. Yeah,
if you don't just use it or lose it.
No.
That's what it. Yeah, if giraffes don't use their necks, they
No,
will.
he's saying I want to reach those leaves, and then he's like, I'm gonna produce a giraffe that has a longer neck than me, so they can eat those leaves. Mm-hmm. That's what he thought, and basically the textbook was look at this loser who thought that. That's not how it happens.
Yeah, I think we're talking about the same thing.
His name was Francis or something.
Yeah, I don't remember his name, but it was the leading theory before Charles Darwin published On the Origin of Species.
He wasn't even the first one, Charles.
No, got 4 years before, but they did co-discover it.
No, yeah, and then the guy was like, "It's okay, you can take it," which this is crazy because then the other guy, I don't know his name, I only knew Charles, and Charles did not come up with it.
Yeah, that's the thing about science. There's a lot of people working on the same stuff.
Yeah, this is true.
I don't think that, but I don't know if the guy, I think he had published maybe something, but it certainly wasn't as widely distributed as Charles Darwin's work.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if...
I think his was more in depth. His was just, the other guy was just this is he discovered it. And then Charles Darwin was more he did a whole study on it.
Demonstrated it, yeah. Yeah, so that's your evolution doc for the week.
Sorry guys, I'm big history or something.
Man, it covered all kinds of topics. He's definitely left a legacy. I don't know if you've seen some of the highlights of the umpires going wild this season.
Those are so funny.
There's one. There was one where a fan was clapping or something, and the umpire just didn't turn around, just threw out the coach because he thought that he was still giving him crap about whatever call he had made.
Yeah.
And he was just Wait,
was Angel Hernandez?
No, it was just another umpire.
Oh, they're just trying to fill his legacy or what?
Yeah, he's just I don't know. Umpires are going crazy now.
Right, I can't.
He walked so they could run.
I see. Yeah.
Basically.
I see. So they're they have to do something. It's what's it called? Crime vacuum. So now they have to fill it in.
Yeah. He's now he's left a space at the top for them all to try and make a name for themselves being bad umpires. But there's that guy who I guess he was getting into it. Maybe Aaron Boone, the Yankees manager. Mm-hmm. He was yelling at him, but then he stopped. and then one of the fans from like right behind the dugout started clapping like right over the dugout, and the umpire just threw Aaron Boone out of the game. It's like it wasn't even me. Like,
did he reverse it?
No.
Actually?
No, he was never going. That's not their. That's not their deal.
Their ego is too big.
Yeah, they're like no. Oh. There was the other one.
There's no apology.
Yeah, there's no backing down.
Oh.
It's kind of like whenever your parents get mad at you for something and they're like realize halfway through that they're like not supposed to be mad at you, but they're like,
that's like what I do for all my like argumentative essays. Is I start and then like halfway through I'm like, wait, the other one's kind of right. Whoopsie.
But you just gotta send it.
What happened?
You just gotta send it.
No, yeah. So then like
stick to your guns.
Some random Hypothetically.
Yeah, there was one. One more. We're almost done. I promise. What? Yeah. Okay. First, we were waiting on you to find it. And now you're like, can't wait to say it. That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was one that happened like the other day, where like the umpire was yelling at the manager was yelling at the umpire, and then like a bench coach came from like the end of the dugout and was like, I don't know if he was trying to get everybody to settle down or he was just like clapping like let's go, like let's get the show on the road or something like that.
I see. Is he a Yankee?
I think he was playing for the Marlins or somebody.
Marlon.
Yeah. And the umpire again just turned and was just like, "You're out of here," and the manager was like, "Who?"
It's the only authority like they have in their whole life.
Yeah, they let it go to their head so quickly.
Yeah.
But the manager was literally like, "Who?" And he was like, "Whoever like said that," and he was like, "Nobody said anything." Oh. And the umpire is like, "It was one of y'all," and he's basically just like, he was like, "Somebody has to go."
That just
like,
must be so embarrassing. Like, oh.
But you got at that point you can't be like.
Now you gotta like, oh, my apologies, guys.
I didn't get him this time. My fault.
Oh, like that would be me. I'd be like, my bad, guys. I wouldn't be like, well. Y'all better figure it out. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Yeah.
He was like, somebody's got to go. So just
that is so crazy.
The manager was like, he was like, I don't know what his name. He was basically he's like calling him by name. It's so funny when they call them by their names. But he's like,
they're just like they're buddies. They're like pals. They go way back.
He was talking to the other one of the other umpires, and he was like, Craig, he doesn't know who he's throwing out. The other umpire's like, you gotta be unified front. So he's like,
so true.
He's probably just gotta go, man. And he's like, you're telling me, Craig, like, he doesn't even know who he's throwing out, and I gotta let one of my guys go because he just says somebody has to go.
Craig.
And they're all just like, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, this is what we are.
Their little stance.
Yeah. And like the game has been paused for 30 minutes at this point. Like, somebody got to go.
Unfortunately, yeah.
I would lose it though if that happened to me.
No, yeah, I would tweak out. Like crash out, like right there.
Yeah, I would.
Then because if I'm getting thrown out, I might as well work for it.
In for a penny, in for a pound. You might as well like.
Okay, idiom, I see ya. In for a penny, out for a pound.
You mess it up as you're hearing it.
Oh my gosh. Didn't even comprehend it.
In for a penny, out for a pound is crazy work. After I just said in for a penny, in for a pound, and you immediately messed it up after just talking about messing them up.
Hey, my apologies. Well, someone's gotta go.
Yeah.
I didn't say that.
Emerie, get out of here.
No.
You're going.
I worked so hard to get on one of these podcasts. Whenever you said to do it.
Yeah, you watched. Literally in real time watched all the work she's done for this podcast. So you tell me if you think that's hard work or not.
Let us know
No.
You watched in real time her do her entirety of this week's work.
I've also done the other work. I've also done the other work. Like we made the intro. I started the ideas for the cover art. Mm-hmm. I was even thinking about the banner and the description and our tag, like the at. Mm-hmm. 5 whole things.
Again, advertising is very important.
Emerie, yeah, you could kill on the advertising team.
But content, I don't know, dog.
She's like, once you'll get there. Like,
all right. Well, we want to talk about how we made our banner for this week.
Yeah. Oh, how was your day?
One more thing before we hit Emerie's internet corner. Maybe we should have led the show with this, but the Negro League statistics are no longer being excluded from MLB record books.
Oh, they were excluded?
Yeah. So.
Oh, because it was like its own separate thing.
Well, Partially, yes. The baseball record book does include records from different... Emerie, can we show?
Yeah, because I thought I'd seen, like, whenever they would talk about, like, Dusty and everything, they would be like, here's his stats.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think they did play a different number of games, and I think that might have been why they said they were excluding them from the record books.
I see.
But the baseball record book since, like, 1969 has included the National League that was started in 1876. Again, goes all the way back to 1876. They were not playing competitive baseball back then, I promise you.
Yeah.
The American League.
That's so funny.
1901.
I don't even think they had a light bulb in 1876.
Yeah, you're like, when was that? The Louisiana Purchase was before or after that? I don't even...
What's that one Taylor Swift song? Or she's like, I wish she lived in the 1800s. But without the racism.
Yeah, without all the racism.
Okay, yeah, girl. You're banished to the kitchen and getting beat. Alright. Let me know how that goes.
Yeah, she's like, without all the bad things for minorities and women.
Yeah, and also even if I would I had all rights, like, what would we do? Like,
yeah.
I think about all the time, like,
do the hoop
what
on
were
a
y'all
stick.
doing? Yeah.
Like Patton Oswalt and
no,
Parks
yeah.
and Rec just running.
They were like walking in circles for like every single day.
Yeah.
They're just like, I don't know. Like, I feel like if you want to go back in time, like, you have like two options. You know what I mean? You have like, go back to the 80s, like, well, it's so cool.
Yeah.
Or you go like prehistoric, like.
And die instantly.
Yeah.
No, I don't have any option of going back in time.
No, yeah.
Unfortunately.
Pretty good where I'm at, actually.
I'm pretty bad where I'm at, actually. I need to go forward in time. Again, my dad was born the same year that brown people were legally declared people. So, in 1965.
So you want to go back there?
Yeah, I'm like... There was something that Jerry Seinfeld said. He's been on a heater, and I might make a video about this on my main channel.
Oh, Jerry?
Follow, by the way. Jerry Seinfeld, Barry B. Benson.
Very.
First of all, he made some comments about, like, you can't even make sitcoms anymore. Like,
yeah.
extreme left has, like, ruined the ability of people to make sitcoms. It's
really?
like...
I hear this.
I don't know who he was talking to, but, like, it's like, dude, you can watch Bob Hart's Abishola or whatever if you want. It's all on CBS. You can watch it.
I can't watch Seinfeld. I think the B movie is so funny. I can watch that movie at least...
Is the B movie funny, or is it funny because it's
so
like
funny.
a meme?
No, it's so funny. Yeah, it has me genuinely like giggling. Like,
there's
actually.
no way.
No, like, seriously. But Seinfeld, I genuinely can't watch it. Like, it like hurts to watch. Like, Friends, I can, like, you know, whatever. It hurts.
Huh.
Just a minor pain. You know what I mean?
I think it's just like...
It's so unfunny. I can't even... And actually, in Smartless, they're talking about, like...
again.
Like, Jerry...
advertising other podcasts.
They're like, Seinfeld was just, like, so, like... I don't know, like, so revolutionary.
I mean, it was very good for its time, but we just don't live in that time anymore.
It's so like...
Tastes evolve. Like, we don't like laugh tracks on our stuff anymore.
I guess, yeah.
You just don't do, like, the...
When be told to laugh.
Yeah, it just doesn't... It's just not made the same way.
Yeah.
So if Jerry Seinfeld's saying, like, oh, yeah, like, TV shows aren't made exactly like that anymore, probably not.
Maybe that's what he's talking about.
Because that was 30 years ago.
Maybe he's just, like, upset. You know what I mean?
He's got his feelings hurt because, like, he couldn't make Seinfeld today.
Yeah.
But what he said more recently, he was like...
It's kind of like Gilmore Girls. And then they came back, like 20 years later. It's like, it's horrible.
Yeah,
guys, I'm telling you, longest 6 hours of my life. But I had to watch it. Like, I had to, like...
You did not have to.
No, I had to. Because then it's unfinished.
Uh-huh.
Like, for me, like, when I start a show, like, I can't just, like, watch another show.
Mm.
Like, that's all I'm watching. Is that show.
I see.
You know what I mean? Or, like, a movie.
I guess that's true. I don't know if there's been many...
I can't start one and then watch another one.
Yeah. I don't know if there's been many that I've walked away from. I can't think of the last one that I walked away from. I think, like, Criminal Minds I didn't finish, but that's because it's, like, 30,000 seasons.
Yeah.
And I just kind of got, like, bored of it. So.
Oh, yeah. I need to watch that one, too.
But Jerry Seinfeld was saying something like, yeah, like, I miss, like, I don't even remember what the original quote was in reference to, but basically he was talking about, like, how he misses, like, the 60s. He was talking about, like, he was like, there's, like, a lack of hierarchy in America.
Taylor got to him.
Yeah, he's literally doing the Taylor Swift where he's like, there's a lack of hierarchy in our society now that we had in the 60s that I kind of miss. And I was like...
What are we talking about?
I was like, wait a minute. You're talking about missing hierarchy, and you're talking about going back to the 60s during/before the civil rights movement.
I think we need to clear that up a
little
bit.
I think you need to be like, what do you mean by that?
He's talking about the Queen of England or something. Like hierarchy, like monarch.
Yeah.
Maybe that was like prime
again, she should have had her head rolling down the stairs, just like the rest of them in Europe. But, you know.
Hey, we love our Europeans.
We love our Europeans.
Yeah.
They are enemies to our European friends, right? Isn't it great? The British family was like, history talk again. The British family was like, yeah, like, we're going to subjugate all of you.
Yeah, I did see that.
Under a rule of law because God said so, apparently.
Yeah.
And we're going to rule for like hundreds of years. And then we saw that like the people in France are getting their heads rolled down the stairs. So we'll give you guys a parliament. You can make all the decisions. We'll just be like figureheads, like a symbol for the country. We won't make any decisions.
They're kind of like mascots. You know what I mean? Yeah.
But also, we'll keep everything that we used like years and years of basically slave labor to just like generate wealth for ourselves. Mm-hmm. And then we can like have a couple public spaces that we'll fund with your taxes, by the way. But the crown is going to retain like 50% of the property in England, by the way.
Hopefully, my queen Diana. I need to figure out all the lore with that. She has some crazy fits though. She cooked.
Yeah, they killed her.
No. Well, no, I know that. Like she was in a car crash.
She was in a car crash.
But it was like intentional.
I don't know. Who's to say?
Oh.
But yeah, she was messing around with people she wasn't supposed to mess around with. Like
Diana. No, I think she just knew too much. Because her husband like cheated on her twice.
Yeah, I think she just wasn't down
and
for
he's
like.
Ugly too. How are you gonna do that? And Diana's like so amazing. And he's so ugly. Like.
I think they also weren't down for what she stood for because she was very like.
No, yeah,
shaking the hands of AIDS patients and like. Yeah. Before like. Yeah. Any of the major governments had even acknowledged that they were people. So. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. I don't think there's a good royal person alive, but. Yeah. She's not with us anymore, so that makes sense.
The other one like disappeared, and they added AI video and an AI photo.
Oh, okay.
They're like, that's just a joke, guys.
No, I think she's still alive. I think she has cancer though.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, which again, I don't like human suffering, but you have to go a long way to draw sympathy out of me for a royal family member.
She's pretty covered.
Like, you're fine. And even if you're not, like, I don't know, like, I get, like, sickness. Sickness affects everyone the same. It doesn't, by the way. You can have tons of resources and access to better treatment. But it's like, I don't know. She's a person and she's alive now. So I feel bad for her.
Who?
Kate Middleton.
Oh, sorry.
I feel bad for her. But, like, I don't think that they should have been allowed to, like, keep what they had.
It's kind of sussy. Because they have, like, I don't know. I feel like if she had cancer, like, they could just say that. Like, she's not, like, the queen. You know what I mean? So I don't know why they're, like, she hasn't been seen since, like, November, October, or something like that. Like,
maybe she just doesn't want to be. She also has the power to be like, I don't want to.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
So, I don't know.
Maybe, yeah. Touchy subject.
Yeah, so well wishes for you, Kate. In the moment. In the moment. As from human to human, I have empathy for you. From the fact that you guys got to keep your heads, like, 300 years ago. Not cool.
Oh, sorry. Oh, wait, no, sorry.
Yes, I love the monarchy.
Parliament. Wait, Parliament. Penny for a pound.
Yeah. Yeah, pounds. That's a British thing.
Oh my gosh, you're so right.
Yeah, shout out Brexit.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to the baseball. We're so close to the end, guys. Yeah, the American League, the National League, those are the two, like, extant, like, still existing baseball leagues that make up Major League Baseball right now. Mm-hmm. So those two obviously included in the record books all the way back to 1876 for the National League, 1901 for the American League. Mm-hmm. They also include the American Association that played from 1882 to 1891. Mm-hmm. So their last season was over 130 years ago.
Oh, that's crazy.
The Union Association that played for one season in 1884. The Players League that played for one season in 1890. And the Federal League that played from 1914 to 1915. So.
Wow.
The reasoning that, like, it wasn't like the MLB doesn't really hold up.
Yeah.
Because they're including all these random bogus leagues that, like, played for one season.
They're putting the Savannah Bananas in before.
The Savannah Bananas
are
the party animals.
Look how silly they are.
Yeah, so I don't know. But yeah, I think there are a couple, like, batting average leaders that have jumped, like Ty Cobb got moved down to second. I think Josh Josh Gibson is one of the guys who jumped to the top. Josh Gibson became Major League Baseball's career leader with a 372 batting average. So that's like a big headline thing.
With a what? Batting average?
372. So that's his, he's leading career-wise. Oh. I think he also had like a crazy number of home runs as well.
What is this? Gibson's? Oh, wait.
So single season as well. I think he has the record. 466. So almost 500.
That's insane. That's like literally every...
Yeah, like every other at bat he was getting a hit.
That's crazy.
Unheard of.
Insane.
Yeah. So a lot of these guys who... Some of them did end up making the jump to the major leagues after integration painfully occurred. Right, like Jackie Robinson joined in 1947 was the first year that a black player played in baseball. And then after that, like a couple more players made the jump over and had like stats in both leagues. They got their stats from the Negro Leagues added to their MLB stats as well. Okay. So, I think it's like a long time coming. Mm-hmm. I don't know, like...
It's kind of strange that just now it's happening.
Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, I know why. No. But, like, I don't know how you can justify...
Yeah, no. Like, why? Is it taking so long? I don't know. I mean, I guess it happened. You know what I mean? But also...
Yeah. Which is weird because baseball was actually, like, the first American sport to be desegregated. Like, they broke the color barrier first, which is why it was such a big deal. The NFL and the NBA, I think, followed suit, like, 3 or 4 years afterwards. Mm-hmm. But I think that there was a lot more... Maybe I could be wrong. I don't know. I didn't live that. You know, it wasn't that long ago. Don't let anyone tell you it was a long, long time ago, because it wasn't.
Yeah, that's crazy to think about. 1960?
Our grandparents were alive back then. Yeah. So...
Pretty insane.
Don't let anybody show you black and white pictures and tell you it's ancient history. Yeah. It wasn't.
You know, I also think about that all the time. Like, how are pictures black and white? Like, how they make them black and white before they made them with color. You know what I mean? I feel like it'd be harder to separate black and white. Like, you know, like all the color out of a photo instead of just leaving all the color in there. You know what I mean?
I think it's just that, like, black and white is just a measure of, like, light intensity, right? Like, the amount of light reflecting off of something.
Yeah, maybe.
Because, like, exposure. That's how our cone, like, I don't know anything about optics, but I think that makes sense, because the cones and rods in our eyes...
Are the color thing?
The cones are the color receptors. Much more advanced. They split light, or they pick up red, green, and blue lights, right? It's not... Is it yellow? Red? No, it's red, green, and blue.
No, red, green. Yeah, red, green, and blue. It's like a TV.
But then, like, rods and cones just pick up, like, light intensity.
I see.
Or rods. Sorry, not rods. Cones, color.
Guys, he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Rods are much more primitive.
Watch a Crash Course or something.
Yeah, shout out Hank Green. Mm-hmm. So maybe that's why. It's just, like, differentiating between, like,
color, like the light. Yeah, okay.
But then splitting it into colors is harder, maybe.
I see. Yeah, and then how would you even start to even get color? I don't even know.
I don't know. That's something else you got to talk about. Yeah. I don't know. I know how rods and cones work. That's it.
He does not know how to rods and cones
work. That's my best guess. But, yeah, like, I think they also did have some color photography back then. I think it is just like a...
It's very, like, it'd be rich.
I don't even know if, like, a news publication probably would have access to that. Yeah. I think it's just like a...
Like, you know, like computers were made. They just had, like, one big computer.
Yeah, like, it wasn't accessible to everybody.
Okay, yeah.
But I think that there's a lot of, like, because there are plenty of, like, black and white photos of, like, Martin Luther King and stuff like that. They just don't put those in history books, because then it makes it seem like it was longer ago. And so it's like...
I think I've seen a couple colored ones.
Yeah, right. Like, you might have... When I was in school, definitely not. Yeah. Especially not in the state of Texas. Yeah. But, like... Yeah, that's a different story for a different day. People are mad, though, obviously, about this. I think a lot of people are really excited about it. A lot more than I expect.
Why are they mad? Oh, because, like...
I see some people I saw... Some people I saw were like, oh, well, like, why don't we just include, like, the Japanese league and, like, the Latin American leagues? And it's just like, well, because this league played in America.
Yeah.
And like
they're so silly.
Yeah, it's like no, like those happened here.
Mm-hmm.
And they wouldn't have had to play in a different league if they had been allowed to play in American Major League Baseball. So.
Yep. I think we should just think before we speak.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Always got an issue with something, I'll tell you what. Go to bed. You know what I mean? It's not worth it.
Yeah, it's like, why are you mad? How could you be mad about this?
Yeah.
Then I also saw some people saying, like, oh, well, like, they faced worse competition in the Negro Leagues. And it's like, well, like, between the year that Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier in 1947 and 1959.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't
he like cracked and goated?
Yeah, he won. I think he won a World Series with the Dodgers, but he also won Rookie of the Year that year, and then he won MVP. I think in 1959 or 1949. So 2 years after.
And like, despite people being like super racist and stuff.
Yeah, despite having to go through hell.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he like. Yeah, he was that cracked and goated. Even like the racist people were like, yeah, he's cracked and goated.
Yeah, you got to give it to him.
Yeah.
All of these guys were. I mean, like 6 former Negro League players won 9 MVPs between 1947 and 1959. Mm-hmm. People didn't even want them to play.
Yeah.
And then they came into the league and they're like,
yeah, unfortunately.
I really hate to do this, but I gotta say, these guys are cracked out of their minds. So it's like, were they facing worse competition? I don't know, maybe.
Yeah.
I think you could also argue the same for the white players in the MLB, right?
Yeah. I mean, there's no way you can track that. But I mean, it was their problem. They should have just made everyone in the same league.
Yeah, like that's the thing. It's like separate but equal is never equal. And then now it's like, well, how do we tell which one was a higher level competition?
Yeah.
Is it just the MLB because we know those names? Because those are the names that people cared about? Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think something that some people were suggesting, and I think they do this sometimes, they do it a lot more in other sports because I think a lot of baseball's traditions is what people care about. Like the Babe Ruths and like all like Ty Cobb's, people of that caliber played a very long time ago. Mm-hmm. And so they don't talk in like the World Series era or something like that.
Yeah.
Although I think it has been like the World Series for a long time.
Yeah, never mind.
But like the NFL is like, okay, in the Super Bowl era, so basically like 1970 on.
Super Bowl era.
Or like the NBA like has like a modern era, like the NBA like finals era, something like that.
Oh,
like,
I see.
They hand out like the Larry O'Brien trophy. It's a good delineator to be like, okay, now is like when we really started playing basketball as we know it today. Now football as we know it today. But baseball has like a lot of players, like Ty Cobb played in like, I don't know, the 20s maybe? I don't even know. But it was a long time ago. And Babe Ruth, I think even earlier than that.
I see.
But all these guys are still like listed very prominently at the top of like leaderboards and stuff.
I see.
And it's like, I don't know if those guys who played before integration should be part of the same record book.
Wait, you don't think Babe Ruth should?
Well, like I think that there should definitely be like some asterisks on there because like you were obviously not playing against.
Oh,
like,
yeah, they weren't playing against like as good. Okay, so like you're saying like if they want to argue like that the Negro League was playing against like bad competition, then you should like talk about Babe Ruth because everyone's probably buns.
Yeah. I don't know if I don't know if everybody was buns, but I just know that like if we split the NFL in two,
I see, and
like water down the talent between both of them, it would not like I wouldn't be as impressed by some of the things that people do every Sunday.
Yeah, well, because you see, it's kind of happened in the WNBA too, where like they haven't played as long, so like they're like progressing in their like like their journey, I guess.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and like especially like the Negro Leagues operated for a long time, but they didn't necessarily have like the backing of a lot of different like organizations and companies to really grow the sport that way. Like I think I was reading something because they put together this list of all the statistics. They basically had to go back through and find box scores, and like a lot of these games were played at neutral sites, so they had to verify a lot of stuff through like local newspapers. Because record keeping was not the greatest back then, and to add it to the record book, it had to be like very thorough. And a lot of them are like from like local newspapers that catered specifically to black communities because they were the only people who were interested in it. And I think like they said like in 1920, which is 1920 was like the first like official year that the Negro Leagues played. 1920 until like the Great Depression, there was a lot of stuff they could draw from, but after that, the number of like the amount of coverage decreased.
I see.
And then never really recovered. So they're still like piecing stuff together, and there's a lot of like I think Josh Gibson has something like 800 something home runs.
I see.
Which would be like number 1 by a long shot.
I see.
But they can't verify all the games that he played in, so they're not like ready to put that in.
Definitely tricky.
Yeah. So there's a lot more work to be done, but I think that it is.
It's a good thing. I mean, like in the end, like it's gonna ruin your life if you see his name on one stat. Like, okay,
yeah,
you know, like pack it up. Like again, go to bed.
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
it doesn't make a difference to you.
Take a walk outside. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just touch some grass.
Get a hobby, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think that they should. I think they talk about like the live ball era to like sort of delineate it. But yeah, I think that there is an argument to be made that like, hey, before this point, there's clearly some division in the amount of talent.
Yeah.
That's all that needs to be said.
Okay.
And then we can talk about like the modern era of baseball if you want after that.
Okay. Yeah.
But like, I don't know. It's all just meaningless anyway because like.
No. Yeah.
Aaron Judge, I think, claimed like the home run record this past year because he technically set it for the AL, and then some people were like, "Well, Barry Bonds is on steroids."
That's what I'm saying. That's what actually I was about to say. I was like, "Well, you could also say like, oh, like people were on drugs or whatever."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You could take out that whole era. So it's like, okay, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
It's just how it is. Like this is just the history of the game. You just have to deal with it. Like that's just. The Negro Leagues were a necessity, not because they wanted to be separate, but because Major League Baseball made them be.
Yeah, they wouldn't let them play. So
now you have to look that in the face.
Yeah.
70 years later.
Hurts. It stings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can't get mad. You can't get defensive, because that's just something that you have to deal with. You know.
That's true.
So, I don't know. With that, I think we'll turn it over to Emerie's Internet Corner. Are you ready, Emerie?
Yeah, I just have to find the bureau of it.
She is not ready. That is.
I am.
All right. So we're gonna turn it over to Emerie. We are gonna have a 2-hour episode this week.
Oh, actually.
Yeah.
What are we at? Oh wow, we're chatting it up.
Yeah.
Oh wow. All right.
So Emerie's Internet Corner. From time to time, we're gonna have Emerie on, even when Ellie's back in studio. She's gonna bring us stuff from her life, her YouTube Shorts feed. Whatever the kids are talking about, you know?
I mean, tell you what, can't keep up these days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just really not in the loop. Whatever's going on in Bloxburg, whatever's hot in the streets.
We won't go as far as Roblox.
Okay.
But anyway, I guess I'll start off with like some easy basic information.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Something that we can understand as like old people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, go.
Alright, so basically, if you didn't hear from the literal start of the podcast, we do have cats from the same litter. And so, we first got them on December 3rd.
Okay.
And so, here's kind of what it looks like, if we can.
Okay, yes, we can
That's
see it.
like
That's fine.
kitten. Oh my gosh. That is like kitten.
Yeah.
How about you show them?
It's a brown cat.
It's not
a tabby.
Cat. It's actually
it's not a very good picture
gray.
Either.
It's a gray tabby. You've seen 1,000 of them before.
Trust. But he's a cutie.
Yeah, he's very cute. And so, I can find another one.
That's okay. I think.
Yeah, I think we know. We got it. They also are not going to be able to see that, Emerie. It's fine.
Yeah.
No, they will.
No, it's just the audio. So trust.
Yeah, the video of that phone is going to look very small if it focuses on it at all.
Yeah. It's okay. So wait, so what about them?
So anyway, we'll do like some little facts about them, I guess. And you can tune in as well.
Okay.
Because they're kind of alike, I
Okay.
guess. So, they're a breed. I think it's like a mix between like tabby and Asbanian or something. If that's how you say it.
Abyssinian?
Arabian. Arabian?
I think it's Abyssinian.
So, whatever he just said, because every time I take a picture of him, like my iPhone will have like a small little, like,
the Google search or whatever.
Thingy, and it's like, search up plants or something.
Mm-hmm. Like identifying whatever's in the picture.
It will say search up and then the breed.
Mm-hmm.
That he says.
Yeah,
Asbanian.
okay. It's Asbanian, alright.
Wait, is this the internet corner? Is there drama? Did you fill us in?
I mean, you need to face this way as well because you're not picking up on the mic.
Oh, sorry.
Well, what do you want to hear?
Have you seen Jojo Siwa?
Oh my gosh.
I'm bringing the internet corner to Emerie this week, apparently.
Okay.
Guys, oh my gosh.
So, she...
So who is Jojo Siwa? For all the people who don't know.
She's really gotten famous by her appearance on Dance Moms.
That's your
for
favorite
like
show?
A year and a half.
Mm-hmm. Can't stop
And
watching.
that's basically where she got all of her fame from at the start.
Mm-hmm.
And then...
I would say all of it, probably.
Well,
No.
yeah, because she would have to, she'd have to start from scratch. Because that's, how she got the money to, start a company and all that. Because they would pay per episode. Like, the dancers and the dance moms.
Mm-hmm.
They would pay them per episode. So if she wasn't on there, then they probably would not have the money to start the company, which would not lead to her fame.
So true.
Yeah.
So if it weren't for Dance Moms, we probably would not know who Jojo Siwa even was.
Okay, so it's your fault then. Because you patronize that show a lot. You love that show.
Well, I've stopped watching it because, a lot
of the recent allegations.
Okay.
No. I've stopped watching it because...
Wait, what are the recent allegations?
On Lifetime...
Why are you watching Lifetime?
Because on Lifetime, there's, the actual episodes on it, but lots of the episodes are missing. So, what's the point if you're just, jumping from, episode 22 to episode 25? You don't even know what happened with the other 3 episodes.
Dang, it's lost to time.
So that's why I stopped watching it, because they have, a lot of random, cuts between episodes. And season 3, so I was just like, alright, whatever.
Anyway, Jojo at...
So I had to give it up. But anyway, back to Jojo Siwa.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. So recently, she's saying, actually, dream guest on my podcast?
We should start off with that.
We should do that next time.
I think I'm crazy.
Okay.
What's she saying? She
says, dream guest on my podcast. I might have to spice things up a little.
Yeah.
One of my exes. All right, girl. What, the Hunchback was...
Oh, dang.
All right, girl.
Jojo's gonna...
It's
Hold
she
on, real
never
quick. Who's the dream
has
guest
a
on your
dull
podcast?
moment because she's like,
Not you.
dream guest on my podcast.
Yeah.
We should say that next time.
Okay. Well, no, it's already, the moment is past.
No, yeah.
But anyway.
I think we're late to that part of it already.
But she used to make songs from her actual self, right?
Uh-huh.
She stole a song.
She did not steal that song.
She did.
No.
You don't think so?
She did not steal it. She bought that song.
She bought the song from
Right.
Britney Smith.
Yeah, I don't even know if it was Britney Smith to sell. I think she just kind of gave it to the record label and then...
No, because she had it, and everyone found out that it was a song from 12 years ago.
Yeah, so this Britney Smith person... There's a great Gabby Bell video about this. Shout out Gabby if you want to go check that out. Free plug.
Yep, plug again. Third
literally go anywhere else right here, please.
Third plug of the day. Stay.
But yeah, she's big into music, and so she was talking about how this is common industry practice. They're not writing their own songs,
We should talk about the Kendrick and Drake. Emerie, that should have been your
Oh, wow.
But
I'd have to do more research on that, because all I know is that Kendrick randomly came out.
I've just listened to the...
Just listen to Meet the Grams.
Everyone's overreacting.
Wait, which one have you listened to?
I haven't listened to any of it. I just know that he calls him a pedophile, and that's really funny to me.
Yeah, it's trying to strike a chord, and it's probably A minor.
Okay, back on topic.
Okay, this audio is cooked now. But yeah, she didn't steal the song. She just... People write songs, sell them all the time. You can, get the song pitched to you, agree to buy it, and perform it.
Anyway, as she was producing the song, I don't know if y'all have heard of the "She's Raspy Today," but during that clip where she did the "Oh wow," I'm not like that, but
I've seen her screaming in her car.
When she did that, we'll get to that next.
Okay.
Anyway.
Sounds like you have a lot to talk about on this.
Okay, just
probably could have had it.
let me do it.
Okay.
Also, don't clap because the
audio.
All
right. Anyway, let's keep going.
Headphone warning.
Yeah, sorry, my phone.
I guess she's not.
2 hours in.
Okay, I guess she's not just a really good singer, because in that clip, the auto-tune is actually present. You can hear it.
Anyway, Jojo
This is
Siwa
not what I wanted to
at
talk
Disney
about.
World.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about.
She turned 21, guys, and I watched some videos, and it physically is painful to watch. They're like JoJo. Oh, when she's like at the Epcot World Tour thing, right?
JoJo. Wait, what's the celebrity JoJo one?
Oh yeah, it's JoJo.
JoJo, wait.
Okay, well, yeah. And so then she's like trying everything. She's like, yo, like I'm so like very frat, like first guy, like a frat guy, like
she's trying
he
to
just got
play
out of
it
his
up.
home. Yeah. And so she was like, she was wearing this construction worker outfit. Like she was wearing jorts, black t-shirt, bedazzled construction.
Oh, I saw
construction
that.
vest.
Oh my god.
And she's talking to some random person.
She dyed her hair back
and she's,
from the black and blonde.
And she's like, she's like, Karma's
Oh yeah, she's like, if you're a real fan, sing this back to me right now.
And they're like,
oh wow.
She was like, this other girl was like mouthing it in the back. She's like, oh, we know the lyrics. Oh, we know them. And then she was like, they're like, JoJo, take a picture with us. She's like, and she's like walking, like the way she's walking, she's like, I actually can't watch. She's like, yeah, or like she's like walking away. And they're like, JoJo, what's up? She's like. She's so drunk, and then someone's like, "Who's that?" She's like, they have to like such a commotion. They're like, "That's Jojo Siwa, and she's drunk off her."
Okay. Anyways, this is the shoes raspy today that I'm talking about.
Okay, let's
I'm
hear
gonna put it closer to the mic so y'all can actually hear it.
Okay.
Okay. Like y'all can hear the auto-tune echo itself. Is it even her voice at that
Guys, I'll
point?
show you.
JoJo!
Jojo Siwa drunk at Disney. Finally 21.
Yesterday at Disney World's Epcot. The clearly wasted pop star tried to start a sing-along to her newly released song Karma, but no one knew the words. I should have known better.
Put it close to the mic.
I would have never left your room.
Oh, we know it.
Oh, that's her mom. I was like, who is she there with?
Please.
Her mom was there.
It's just so like painful.
Jojo, have you learned nothing?
Oh, Jojo. It's just like.
She's housing that beer.
No, yeah. Like
She did not chug
This
that
is
up.
horrific.
Oh, look, what is this?
Yeah.
Why is she?
So wait, this is my favorite part. Wait, hold on. Wait, right here. Wait.
That's Jojo Siwa and she's drunk off her ass.
Who is that? Jojo Siwa, she's drunk off her ass. That's so funny.
But like anyway,
Like
there was also whenever her song was coming out, she would not stop advertising it on Instagram. So then there was this article that came out, and it was like, Jojo Siwa's song reached the charts, and it's not even out yet. And then all of the comments are just like, girl, because you're playing it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
But like, because she's repeatedly...
She streamed it on every...
We should try that, honestly.
Somebody literally counted and said there was up to about like 40...
No, yeah, we got that.
40 reels of just advertising the same clip of the song.
Yeah.
And a lot of the like verses are very ironic that she would choose this song, which isn't really a fit for her.
I don't think it's ironic.
Because she says that she's a wild child, but her company was literally Bo's makeup.
I mean, she did put asbestos in those purses, so.
And she was like, guys,
a bad
this
girl.
is the biggest change you've ever seen.
This is the biggest change of my generation.
It's just like, it's like,
no one has ever
I'm
made
not
this
even
quick
like,
of a switch.
I'm not even like cringing, like, oh, this is so bad and horrible. It's like literally like, I feel bad for her. Like, I wish her the best. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's watching someone like slip away. Like, she's just like humiliating herself. Like, it's literally painful. There's one where she has like she's having a video of herself. She's like drunk, and then she has like so much alcohol. Like in her band, she's like, we're gonna get drunk tonight. Like,
oh yeah.
Jojo, like, this is an addiction. Like, this isn't like.
I don't think she's even. I would doubt that she's even drinking it though. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, she took one sip.
Yeah, like I was listening to Curtis Connor's podcast about it earlier today, and like I think it was literally just like
podcast plugging.
Yeah, every podcast you could possibly think of, go listen to it.
Go check out this one, and then after you're done, this one later. Save this for later. This one is the best one.
Okay, but we're giving y'all good plugs. Like, they're good.
Yeah, these are...
All right.
But yeah, he was talking about how, like, she had them all those bottles behind her, but, like, none of them were open. Stuff like that. Like, I don't know that, like, she's... I don't know if we need to worry about it, because, like, a lot of times whenever you see people, like, child stars go off the deep end, it's because they're genuinely disturbed, and, like, this is not a bit for them.
Yeah.
Like, they're either trying to, like, lash out at the media for, like, treating them a certain way.
It's like, Jeanette McCurdy Drake Bell. What's his name? Yeah, Drake Bell.
Yeah, Drake Bell did some other things that I don't know what was going on there, but...
Yeah, oh well.
Like with Britney Spears, like she clearly was like being assaulted by the press and like couldn't take it anymore, understandably, and so she went off the deep end in a very harmful way. The press like basically drove her there. Here, I think the Jojo Siwa is trying to play that character, just so she can get like that. She's trying to make that same switch that like Miley Cyrus did, that all these people did.
Definitely, I think, but you can't say, guys, this is the biggest switch. You just kind of go for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not worried about her falling into alcoholism because I don't think she's an alcoholic. Not that I'm like, you're not an alcoholic, prove it. Like, take 30 shots right now on camera. Like, if you're not in the hospital with alcohol poisoning tomorrow, I'm not going to believe you, Jojo. Like,
Okay, but I also have some comments to, like, make about her, her music video. Like, I knew she was lesbian.
Okay, we're going to have to cut this part.
This is, like, it was an interesting music video.
All right.
Like, I wasn't expecting because, like, she used to be, like, sunshine and rainbows.
Hold on, I'm going to... Okay, go ahead.
So you're going to cut all that out?
No. Not yet. I don't know. What are you going to say?
Anyway. So, some of the scenes.
Uh-huh.
I don't even know what to say.
Definitely.
Like, did we see Abby Lee's reaction? She was just sitting there straight. She was like, "Wow, I love this.
Yeah, I mean,
this
Abby
is
Lee's
so
also
great.
crazy.
I'm so happy for you, JoJo.
Yeah.
Wow, look at how cool this scene is. Oh, let's take a rewind, girl.
I don't think it was that great. Like,
are you being?
I think we have the opposite
literal?
reaction to this because I saw it after hearing about what she was like, you're gonna need to bleach your eyes out whenever you see this video. Yeah. And it was like, okay, you're just kind of dancing around. Like, I didn't see anything that was like, oh my god, you can do that. Yeah. I was like, all right, man, like this is some like. It
was just like very I didn't expect that from Jojo Siwa.
Kind of Netflix original.
Like I would expect that from somebody more actual wild child. But from Jojo Siwa.
It's just like she wants to be different.
Exactly, but she can't do it. Yeah, because it's not her personality.
Yeah, it struck me.
Like it's contradicting. That. Like she wants to be this person, but she really is this person.
That's why she's
mixing them together, but they don't mix.
That's why she's having to like, I don't know. She wants to prove that she's so different, so bad. Mm-hmm. Like so that's why
it's not working.
It's like, guys, look, I'm drinking alcohol. Please.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, everybody knows drinking makes you cool.
So does the average suburban dad. He cracks open a beer. All right, girl.
Amen. There, little zinger. all the suburban dad listen.
Drop a like in the comments if you drop a comment. Let us know if you're a suburban dad.
If you enjoy a cold one.
Yeah.
If you enjoy.
It's a cute little beer. Crisp on the weekends.
Little beer on the weekend.
Maybe after get home from the job.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let us know if you.
Okay.
Any other comments?
On topic.
No.
I have a
little bit. You took
us
there, dog.
I have a little bit more to say.
Okay, go ahead.
Make it snappy.
So.
I mean, at this point, go talk your trash. It's already. We're at 2 hours. Go ahead.
I don't even. Okay, this is gonna take up the last minute we have.
We have as much time as you need.
Okay. This is only gonna be like about 2 minutes because I don't.
Okay. Lock in. Bulk in.
But anyway, like a lot of her like paparazzi. It's like she doesn't even know how to interact with paparazzi either. Uh-huh. Like, whenever I watch, like, paparazzi around her and, like, her response to the people taking the pictures, it's like, it's secondhand embarrassment in a video. It's like, someone will be like, JoJo, look over here, and she'll be like, hey, my man, what's going on? And she'll, like, go for, like, the dab up hug. It's so
because she just thinks
it's so like, hard to watch.
Yeah.
I don't know what's even happening. Like it's like
I think she just hasn't. She never got a chance to be socialized.
It's two different personalities changing, and she wants to be that person so bad.
She's like,
but she's not that person.
She's like a homeschooler.
Like at first,
like going to college or something. You know what I mean?
It's like she never actually had the correct social life because she was there.
Yeah.
And she also had like a lot of controversial opinions on like the Dance Moms like reunion that they did. They did this big thing with like a Dance Moms reunion, and she was there.
How old was she whenever she did this? Was this recently?
This is very recent. This was like maybe
2 weeks ago.
5-ish months ago.
Okay.
No.
Yes.
It was pretty soon.
Well, not
Yeah,
like
we just
5
got
months.
released.
They had it in like January through March, somewhere at that time.
Okay, so 5 months ago.
Maybe. So anyway, like, I don't even know what perspective she even sees Abby in anymore. But she was like, in the like reunion, she was like, to me, Abby was always right.
Yeah, there's a clip
but
of her
like
reversing out of the theater whenever someone's like, put your phone away.
That's so funny.
She was right whenever she filed the police report on that person.
Yeah.
Just didn't say anything, just backed all the way.
That's just so funny. That's what I would do if I were her.
That's crazy. I mean, that strikes me as exactly what it is. Just like, because her mom, I feel like, was that kind of person as well. Just violently in charge of someone's life. No. Jojo Siwa's mom.
Oh, yeah.
Which is definitely who all this is coming from. Like, I don't think...
No, yeah, definitely.
Jojo,
I do think the moms also kind of like ruined a lot of the stuff for them. Because sometimes the mom would want to do something so bad, it would ruin the opportunity. Yeah. Because Abby is short-tempered. So, like, the mom would be like, hey, don't yell at my child. And she'll be like, cancel the solo. And then the child will cry, Mom, why'd you do that? And then it just goes into this big thing. Like, if your child's going to cry, I'm going to put her on probation. And it just makes things worse. Like, not having short temper, like, how can you have such a serious job and be short-tempered?
Because like, I don't think it's
if
meant
you're
to
like
be a
a
serious
dance coach and you're like, you have to teach children.
Well, they're kind of living to, that's the whole point why they're filming. It's because Abby is short-tempered.
Yeah, she's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that, like, I get what you're saying, like, the moms would be like, don't yell at my kid, and then it's like, okay, well, like, Abby's
yeah,
really
it does
gonna
make
come down
things
on them.
worse.
But I think,
But they did also say that they were running on scripts. Like, a bunch of their stuff.
Yeah, a lot of it is scripted and then edited as well.
A bunch of, like, photographers and, like, the videographers.
Filmography. Yeah.
Videographers.
Yeah.
Whatever you
Videographer.
say. Like, they were, like, you could see whenever they would go into the area, like, they were trying to have a private conversation with their child. Mm-hmm. So, like, one time, Studio B is, like, the ballet studio in the Dance Moms thing. Mm-hmm. And so, whenever, like, Maddie and Melissa went in there, like, you could see Melissa get mad as soon as they opened the door. She was like, listen to me, and then she closed the door, and then she, like, walked, like, just to the middle of the studio, and then as soon as the videographer came in, you could see her get mad and be like, oh my goodness, just screw it. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like because they scripted it too, that's kind of what made them short-tempered in the show, because they were so, like, frustrated that they had to just stay with this, but they were strictly coming to, like you could see and you could tell that they were, like, strictly there for their child and their education and their hobby. And, like, they wanted to take it seriously, but the videographers were just, like, content. Like, you know those people that are, like, brain rotted and are all for content. Like, the moment... I'm not crazy like that. I'm not crazy like that.
Well,
like,
also,
I'll do it if it's, like, an aesthetic, cute moment. But, like, they'll do every little moment. Like, Maddie was feeling sick and literally was going to walk over to the toilet so she could throw up. And the videographer literally followed her, like, oh!
Yeah.
Like, it's those people, and then they were, like, you could tell, like, one of the kids would get hurt, and then the videographer would just be, like, right in their face. Mm-hmm. And so, like, I would hate that if I were a child, because, like, Paige broke her foot or her ankle, and then the videographer was just like, content! Like, girl.
Yeah.
It's like David Dobrik.
Like, the only victims on that show, like, the parents, don't feel bad for them at all.
No, yeah.
Because they chose to be there.
They signed their kid.
The only victims of that show are the kids.
Yeah.
Because, like, that's the point. It's like, okay, like, you yelling at Abby makes it worse for your kid.
Yeah.
But, like, you should be sticking up for your child.
Yeah.
But you should also be like, this is a bad environment for a child to be. Yeah. We will be
Which
done.
is why...
I can't believe, like, they've kept them in there for so long. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they were in there.
Because, like, if our mom were to enter that, we would have been gone in, like, a week or two.
Yeah, because your mom is a normal person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These
She's
people
not like,
are not...
content! This is going to make us so much money!
Yeah.
Like, she cares about us more than she cares about, like, the money, too. So she'd be like, why am I putting my child through this just to make the money from the episode?
Yeah.
And
like, she's, like, an actual, like...
They're trying to get their influence. You know what I mean?
Some people could have been there to be like, this is the only way that I see my child being able to have a career in this. And, like, that's just the way that Hollywood is.
And, like,
not in dance. Oh,
yeah, like,
I see
Mia and Kalani ended out still being, like, dance coaches because that's what they came there to do.
Yeah.
And they were like, I want to be a dance teacher when I grow up. And they pursued that dream because their mothers stood up for them. Like, they didn't care about Abby's opinion. Like, they stood up for them just because they wanted their child to have a future. Like, Holly kept Mia through all 7 seasons because she wanted to, like, have her child to change. And she did have, like, regular outbursts like some moms did. Like, she would leave for a week and she wouldn't come back. Because, like, that's what some of them did because it was like, I can't put up with this. Like, Kelly did that. And then, like, all the moms had to pick sides and all that. And it was, like, a big deal.
That's one with, like, the really short hair, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just think,
the one
like...
with the Karen Bob cut.
Yeah.
I remember one time I was playing soccer for one team. Like, I had been playing soccer with one team for a long time until I was, like, 12. And then our coach decided he didn't want to coach anymore. I think his son stopped playing.
Yeah.
And so, like, this other guy took over for, like, the group of guys we were with.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was the first time I played with Brendan for, like, 6 months. I think I played on his team for a little while. But, like, the coach was real hardo. And, like, we weren't playing... We were playing, like...
How old were you?
I was probably, like, 12, maybe? 11.
Okay.
It was the last year I played soccer. And the coach was, like... It was, like, just regular rec ball. Like, nobody was going to make the league or anything. Like, nobody was going to go overseas and join an academy.
No, yeah.
We were just playing to have fun. And I remember I was bad, like really bad. So I don't even like fault the guy for like not wanting me to play, but he would not play me.
Yeah.
And the league rules were like you have to play everybody a certain amount because they all paid.
Yeah.
And it's just a game, like it's just for fun.
Yeah.
So like relax.
Yeah.
And I remember my dad would talk to them about it, and then like they got like a warning from the league because my dad talked to the league like, hey, like my kid is not playing, and we've talked to them and they say they'll put him in and then they don't. And it's not fun for us to go to the games and just, like, sit there and sometimes not even go in at all. And I vividly remember one time, like, I was still sitting. I went in for maybe a minute, came back out.
Yeah.
And my dad started yelling from the other sideline, like, that was not enough time. Like, that was not the amount of time that the league has already talked to you about. And he just, like, the coach was, like, I'm sitting on the bench right next to the coach, and the coach is talking to his son, and he's like, what is he timing us? Like... This is, like, ridiculous. And my dad was, like... He was basically like, my dad just left. And he was like, you just need to leave. And so I just got up and I was like, okay, I'll just go with him, I guess. Mm-hmm. Because I don't know what else to do.
No, yeah.
But then, like, things were bad. And my dad was like, look, it's not going to get better with this guy. We'll just leave.
Yeah.
And that's, like...
It's kind of what we did for our soccer team. And it's, like, we were so buns.
Yeah.
We only played them for, like, 5 minutes.
So y'all were bad people as well.
I mean, they just, like... But, like, they actually know how to kick the ball.
Yeah. I'm sure I was that bad, too.
I was in soccer for 1 season.
You got kicked out by your parents because they were tired of watching you do cartwheels in the goal.
No, I wasn't that once.
Only did it once.
Okay, but anyway.
But yeah, like, there's good and bad situations. They wanted the best for me.
They didn't keep me in, like...
In a bad situation.
They kept me in there because I got the inspiration from Evie, and I was like, ooh, I want to do this. It looks cool. Because she was actually good at it. Uh-huh. And so I thought... I can do that too because she made it look easy.
Some cracked and
all right,
Evie's
Evie.
An inspiration
this is not a self-plug moment for you.
Yeah.
Anyway, back on topic. They took me out because they knew I wasn't good. But like, I'm kind of glad they did that though because like if they kept me in the mindset of, oh, I'm so good at this, I would have thought I was actually good at it.
I don't think any sane person would have thought.
Okay, well...
we would have gotten you checked by psychologists
I'm kind of glad because how I roll is I would have stayed with the same environment, like, not environment. I would have stayed with the same mindset, like, I'm so good at this, and I can do this, but, like...
Kind of like how you were.
They barely ever...
I think that's a different
ever,
situation,
like,
though, right?
played me in that game. Like, I was goalie,
Uh-huh.
but I could never do it.
You could have
So
been
they
better
just, like,
if you
they
had tried.
My parents took me out because they were like, yeah, this is not your sport.
Yeah.
And then
Which
I
is
tried
fine.
I tried gymnastics after that, but it was like literally like babysitting. It was like really, really, really easy gymnastics.
Mm-hmm.
Like we were just doing literal somersaults and splits and a tiny, tiny, tiny
This is great for
little
audio,
upper
by the way.
body workout. And then it would be class over, and it was like repetitive that for like the entire month that it was like the free trial. And my mom was like, "Do you still want to do this before we have to pay for it?" And I was like, "No, it's not really worth it."
Mm.
And
You thought they wanted you to be on the donuts already, or what?
Well, no, but I just wanted it to like progress faster because they knew I needed to be on a higher level.
Uh-huh.
But they just kept me with my age group for some reason.
Uh-huh.
They didn't like consult with my mom. They weren't like, "Oh yeah, she's actually like fit to go to the next level. Like she's ready for it." Even though I was obviously like doing what the children were doing,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe even like better.
Mm-hmm.
Did Kirby do that to you?
Yes.
Rip.
Right.
But anyway, like they
Dance
just-
Moms is terrible.
They didn't really like.
Well, we're picking up.
I know. But anyway, to summarize it off, to end it off here,
Uh-huh.
they kind of just never did anything about it, so I left it as well.
I see.
But now I'm trying to get into a small little volleyball club.
Okay.
But it's like practice.
Heard it here first.
Not like a club, but like
Everybody's going to the
practice.
league. That's what I'm hearing.
I'm not going into a club yet. I'm probably not even make the club yet.
Hey, that's not the spirit.
Believe in yourself.
That's not the spirit.
All right.
Alrighty.
Emerie.
Well, I hope
it
y'all
for your
enjoyed
corner.
my around
Internet.
12-ish minute internet corner.
You've been keeping tabs.
Yes, bro.
Very
All right.
interested in the
Well,
runtime of
I
this
hope
podcast.
he has
Emerie.
fun cutting out some of this stuff.
We are not cutting out any of this, by the way. I'm just letting it run.
Really?
You didn't get too
Really?
aggressive in your
Okay.
your speech about Jojo Siwa, so we can leave it.
I hate all gay
Yay.
people.
Yeah.
Especially-
We'll probably have to cut that part out. I mean, thanks for that. Yeah. Oh, okay. No, we're not actually cutting it out.
Oh, sorry.
We will
Oh,
have.
my
Now we will, but
Okay, yeah.
No, wait, I want to hear the clap.
you will
Okay,
not hear
no, yeah.
anything.
Alright.
That's been us here.
Let's go.
Aaron,
Filling
Ellie,
in,
and Kirby
doing
Drive.
the dirty work that Ellie should be here
Real.
doing right now. We're picking up her slack.
Because
Real.
who does she think she is?
Who does
Real.
she think she is?
Tell
Mostly
'em.
She
disgusting.
can't even keep up with her own work.
Making us look like her
Mhm.
biggest. Ow!
What's going on?
Booker.
Yeah, she's getting smited down right now.
Yeah.
We're talking on somebody's name. Yeah, Emerie, you got anything to plug?
You know,
Oh,
you could
for
do my
real?
channel.
Your eye review on your channel?
Oh my gosh, I have a new channel
Okay,
again.
new channel. What's that? On YouTube, right?
So the ads, I'll pull it up real fast.
There's a note on the dome.
No,
Guys,
I
check
do.
out Smart
It'll
List.
just be easier if they know.
Jason
the profile
Bateman,
picture
Sean
before.
Hayes, Will Arnett.
Okay. Do
Bye.
you have anything of your own you want to plug?
No.
No? No products in the work right now? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Check
So
out
this
your restaurant, your menu.
This
Yeah,
is
trust.
what you're gonna look for.
Girl, you gotta
Girl,
read
you
it
gotta say it
out.
out loud.
Nobody.
This is not getting
It
clipped.
says Emerie Joy,
That is
and
not
then
gonna make it
the
easy.
handle is all lowercase. Filmed.by.Emerie, spelled a different way than the normal spelling. It's Emerie.
Okay.
Anyway,
Great
we will
for
see y'all
SEO.
later.
Yeah.
That wraps up this podcast episode.
Now she's in
hopefully-
charge. What's going on
Guys, if we
here?
can pick it up, like, oh my gosh.
Whoa.
So I hope y'all.
I have
hope
other
you
things to plug
enjoyed.
too. Hold on.
We'll see y'all next time.
Stream Glad by Jacob Trevino. It's out now on
Oh,
Spotify.
period.
And then you can check out my personal YouTube channel at Aaron-Trevino. That is AARON-TREVINO.
Oh, don't get it wrong. Don't get it wrong.
Yeah,
Don't get it wrong.
that's how you plug something so people can find it.
Oh,
Also,
period.
it's very easy to find. There are like 5 other Aaron Trevinos. I'm trying to become the #1 subscribed to Aaron Trevino.
Guys,
So
let's freaking go.
like and subscribe.
Let's do
Find
it.
me over there.
Okay, let's
Wow.
get this realtor Aaron Trevino out the way,
Facts.
and let's get
Yeah.
the better
How are
Aaron
we gonna
Trevino
have
up.
Realist
Come on,
for-
come to your senses, people.
Like,
He's
how
the best
is-
Aaron Trevino out
Real.
there.
Yeah.
Real. How are you gonna let a realtor?
I've been keeping you with some great chair crinkling.
Yeah, this audio is gonna be a nightmare, by the way.
Chair crinkling.
That's one.
Audio. So I hope y'all enjoyed that. If y'all want like a 30-minute version of just
absolutely not.
Ask for it.
All right, thank you so much for
given.
listening. We will see you guys next week. Thank you for tuning in. Ellie will be back next week, hopefully, but we've been Aaron and Ellie on Kirby Drive. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you next week.
Later, gang.
We'll see y'all later. Bye.